crackers wanna know how I live the Mac life. Making money, smoking mics like crackers wanna know how I live the Mac life. Making money, smoking mics like crack pipe.
This is the original Los Angeles beat spiller, Tweet Cadillac, baby. And you tuned in to the G-Lew Show. West Side Wednesday, OG Sunday. We rolling the pimp line. Baby Cadillac, baby. Yeah. Make sure to tune in every Wednesday night, 7 to 9 p.m. Put some pimpin' in your life. Yeah.
Niggas wanna know how I live the Mac life. Making money, smoking mics like crackers wanna know how I live the Mac life. Making money, smoking mics like crackers wanna know how I live the Mac life.
Hey, welcome to the G-Lew Show, the Funky Expedition episode. Tonight we have a very special guest. We have CMG of the legendary female group, the Concious Daughters, live on the premises tonight. I am G-Lew, your host with the most, your host for the evening. And like I said, we've been speaking about it all week. I've been anxious, man, for this episode, man. Really heartfelt to me. Really can't wait to get on the phone and speak with my special guest, CMG, from the Concious Daughters, one half of the Concious Daughters. Rest in peace to the other half, the special one. You know, we're going to talk about all that, talk about the history of Concious Daughters, the history of the Bay Area rap scene, the history of the female rap scene, what inspired them to do what they do, where they've been, you know, what they've been doing and where they're going in the future. So please tune in tonight. Tell a friend, tell a hater to tell a player, like Tweet say. It's the G-Lew Show, world-famous Westside Wednesday show, sponsored by BTP Media Group, 93 Point Tweet, FM Ism, and Black Box Productions. I am G-Lew. The calling number for tonight is the same as always, is 914-803-4001. Westside Wednesdays.
Damn, another day, another problem. A sticky situation that I'm facing, how to solve them. You think it don't affect us, but you should really listen to the conversation, cause the situation's critical. Let me tell you how it started when I first met him way back in the day at the lake, and it was federal. He was looking good enough to kill a stupid sucker phone, and I wasn't caring. Yeah, I'm staring, hell, I'm good to go. Said his name was John, living on the east side. I said I'm CMG, where I'm living, hell, I'm close by. Did the little number switch and everything was fine. Jumped back in the point, did stop and broke wine. See, you started off easy, talking on the telephone. Most of it was drag, but I wasn't really tripping, no. Thinking about the sex, not the flowers and the love letters. That's the way it is when you're young and you don't know no better. Next thing you knew, about a week passed by. I was laying up in this house and man, I couldn't keep quiet. He was digging up in the guts like the young brother lost something on. When stroke with no joke, I mean he kept it coming. Early next day, I gave a friendly goodbye. Oh wait, kissing, I'ma call you was his only reply. Feeling good cause I came up in hell, I can't lie. Looking forward to the next time, the sex time. I'm too fly, but Blab on that ass cause he never called, never came to visit, never tried to get in touch at all. Never sent a message in a bottle or a telegram. Never got a page and I faded and I hated stupid silly ass. Damn, that's kinda effed up, you know? Man, the hell was that fool, man? You was only out for one thing and you gave it to him like a dummy. Don't trip, bro. What you need to do is find that plan, get with that fool. Chuck ass Mark. Man, put that Chevy on full flat. Had that sucker walking around catching Bart. Coliseum Station. Now you know I ain't the one to play the trick, the one to get faded out. I played like a misfit, so come Saturday you can catch me at the lake, rolling deep in the point, looking to set the matters. Wait, then I seen his ass just a little past lake, so hollered out his name, but he act like he didn't hear me though. Ran up quick, ready to
Conscious Daughters. Let's go. You know what it is. It's a funky expedition, baby.
Yeah, this is KB. This your favorite Eastside nigga. We are on Westside Wednesdays with your homie G-Lew, and this was and this is the Eastside edition. Just like that, moving.
What's up? This your boy Black Sea at RBL Posse, and you're tuned in to the G-Lew Show, Westside Wednesdays.
You already know that, man. I'm G-Lew, the G-Lew Show, Westside Wednesdays. Like I told you once again, we got a special guest checking in very shortly. We got the one half of the Conscious Daughters, Miss CMG, and it's a pleasure and an honor to have her on tonight. Before we get started, like I said, if any callers want to check in with me, calling number is 914-803-4001. You got any questions, anything you want to ask, anything you want to speak on, if you just want to give a shout out, man, call. We here. Dig, it's Westside Wednesdays, the G-Lew Show. Shout out to BTP Music Group. The show is sponsored by him. Thanks for making it all happen. Shout out to my homegirl Jane checking in. JL Penn. Shout out to the Reverend Ali. Shout out to our sponsors, 93 Tweed FM Ism. Rest in peace to the late great Nipsey Hussle. The marathon will continue right here. It's all about the Bay this month, man. We got a lot of Bay. We got a lot of Bay coming to you this month. That's all I can say, man. Next week we got the legendary Delinquents in the building. We got some stuff. We got AMW coming up after that. We got a lot of big things I'll speak on shortly as well, but it's all about the Conscious Daughters tonight. Anxious to speak to CMG. I got a lot I want to talk about, a lot of history I want to cover. I got to ask her a few personal things as well, man. And I just want to get her take on everything that's going on, not only with the West Coast hip-hop scene, but the hip-hop scene in general, what she thinks, how the ladies have made a stride and progression in the rap game, who influenced them, and who do they think they influenced, you know what I mean, that came after them. To me, Conscious Daughters was some of the dopest females to do it. They were harder than a lot of dudes to me. They were coming off, man, in the 90s with that hardcore shit, which we all loved and appreciated, man. I just appreciated them for being them. You know what I mean? So, like I said, it's going down tonight. Conscious Daughters, CMG will be live on the premises shortly, man. It's the G-Lew Show, Westside Wednesdays, man. Let me go into this classic right here. I wanted to wait, man, but I can't wait. I got to do it now. Let's roll. Westside.
I'm just riding, let's take a little trip. CMG and K, and we fit to make a grip. Coming straight from out the O, so you know that we got the funky track that's fat. But anyway, it's my turn, so let me introduce special one first up from the gangster crew, known as CCD, with the title and the rep. It's quite apparent, serving funky shit to keep your motherfuckers staring. Pump it up, max shit for your ears. Kicking loud and clear, making hoes disappear. Hitting donuts in a tray sideways. To the next like triple gold things, and my shit's tight. 5 deep, mobbing through in the town. Deuce tone gangster flake with the top down. Damn, the shit's hitting hard in the truck. Got me 3-wheel switching on them bitches on the next block. Headed straight to the top. And as long as my bills pay the bills, I'ma never stop. Kicking that shit you love. Pass the dank and a drink for the bitch to buzz. It's the ghetto thing, so I bring the ghetto slang. Hooking niggas like the cane when I do my thing. 5 real G's mobbing on a mission. Check it, it's the funky expedition that we call a little something to ride to. Daughter on attack with the neck to keep your speakers blowing, riding with a gap in my lap and one finger on a zap. Looking for some niggas in a Cadillac. Yeah, we on point, rolling in a point. Special one is CMG, blazing up a joint. Keeping a steady pace in the car race. Siding on a strip with a grip and an ace in my glove case. Never leaving a trace, believing the 5-0's blind. Cause I'm fucking conscious of these tricks of mine. Rolling lit with the tent shed shallow. And I'll be back around the block for niggas to jock tomorrow. From East Oak to the beat town, looking for a freak now. With hella scratch to get at. Check it, CMG on a mission to get with some niggas to ride on this funky expedition. homie steady clowning on the gas brake dip. It's a conscious groove making all my daughters move. Rolling through the town with the big bass boom. Let's get bigger on these niggas up the street. Jock 'em for a minute, let 'em take us out to eat. But I'll concentrate on all my niggas later. I flow to this shit cause I'm special and the greater. But it's this funky beat that got me gripping still like this. Coming to my show, if you find you make tips. The miss with the bomb, I never stress no tension. Come kick it with the daughters as we take you on a funky expedition.
CMG, 4 knots, peep this game that I got. Lady players straight from the West Coast. CCDs hustle up, ain't nothing but a fact. Come up. The game of life ain't no joke, keep your team tight. Cause fools will try to take you out to earn their stripes. But gamers in the bay know how the game is played. I'm about my cash, making sure that my money's made.
You better watch your back, cause a gamer is a woman that mad. And a gamer loves to get scratched. They come in different sizes and patterns. You better watch your back, cause a gamer is a woman that mad. And a gamer loves to get scratched. come in different sizes and packs. You better watch your back. Cause a gamer is a woman that's mad. And a gamer loves to get scratched. They come in different sizes and packs.
If it's one thing I can't stand, it's a bragging ass, lame ass, no fucking ass, unsatisfying motherfucker. Me and my partners need a man from the NFL, know what I'm saying, who never falls limp. If you can't cut the mustard, baby, put the limp ass butter knife back in your huggies, you bitch.
Y'all know what it is, Rare the Blue. Chillin' with my homeboy G-Lew. That's what it do. We stay on point, let's face it.
Dave. What's up, cuz? Well, give me one of them OEs, cuz.
Where they at?
In the refrigerator, fool.
Alright, turn the radio off for me.
Alright.
I check, haha, Julio G. Motherfuckers represent Westside Radio to the fullest. B.I.T. Let's get into this.
With double balls, cuz.
That's right, baby boys up in here. 2 turntables, 2 Mexicans, and a bunch of blunts and bitches. Huh?
Slow jamming with Kevin, slow jamming James. Yeah, I love my slow jams. I love that gangster shit too.
Make sure to tune in to OG Sunday, Westside Wednesday. My comrade G-Lew is going down. His request number is 914-803-4001. Listen to him live. Listen to me live at 347-855-8436. You want to know about my life, my experience, my progression? Hit me up on tweetcatlights.com.
Keep it in mind, I'm gifted with the strength to go the limp, and if it's rough enough to keep the crowd in a standstill, they catch contact from a rhyme that's ill. Your reputation wondered it's smooth, done by one nation under a groove. Rhymes I keep dropping them, suckers I keep stopping them. Peas, I'm not popping them, attitudes I'm popping them. Speaking very clearly, so check the theory. If I was a car, you wouldn't have to steer me. Press the control, just let me roll and cruise. None other can match, cause they all catch the blues. It's only twos and fews, but none else can blow smoother. If you think you can, grab the stand and prove to me that you can and will. If not, just sit and chill. Bill fit in my pocket cause I fit the bill. Position myself to go longer and stronger. Biting my words like you don't know who they belong to. Putting much emphasis while I empty this rhyme down your ear. I'm sure you'll envy this. I hook and fling, that's what it took to bring back the old past time. And it's the last time a jam was slain. Look what we have before us. I think I said enough. Must bust the chorus. This is directed to you and yours. Hold your applause because I'm pursuing to be the best. And yes, what I'm saying, if the track was a class, I pass with an A in control. I roll over suckers who even claim to be on my tip. They even got the same name as me. All you're doing is causing confusion. I'm speaking to you frankly. You need to thank me. I go for both. My rhyme smoke like a joint. Expressing myself with the help of a ballpoint. Sit back, relax, in fact, take notes. Not only do I break hearts, I break hopes. Can never be taken among those making jams. Thinking it's slam, but they're faking. Don't try to bite me or try to fight me or take me lightly. All you do is excite me. The beat is kicking, so I'ma stop this. Rely on the skills and the will to accomplish what I set out to do. And I bet that you listen to the words and bust a step or two. You had the audacity to ask of me to slow down when I throw down so you can last with me. Save the drama and all the station you tried to rip, and now it's time to get dealt with.
sir, it's the G-Lew Show. I'm back live. I am G-Lew, your host with the most for the evening. This is Westside Wednesdays. Like I told you, we got a special guest with us tonight. One half of the Conscious Daughters, the legendary Conscious Daughters. Hardest females to do it. They did it. In fact, we got my special guest, CMG, live. Hello.
Hey. What's up, G-Lew Show?
Hey. How you doing tonight, CMG?
I'm doing awesome. Happy to be alive and kicking.
That's right, that part. I want to say before we continue, I want to thank you for joining us tonight. It's my honor and my pleasure to have you as a guest on this platform tonight. You know what I mean? Your legendary name speaks for itself, and we're just honored to have you here tonight. So thank you again for joining us.
Oh, shit, I appreciate it. Thank you for the invitation. And shout out to BTP Media and Jeff Kwan for hooking it up, for sure.
What up, Jeff? Yep, that part. That part.
Yeah.
First of all, just, the people know who you are, but for those who may not and be under a rock somewhere on another planet, just introduce you, give a formal introduction to who you are, what you represent, the group, all that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. What's up? How's everybody doing? I'm CMG, a.k.a. the Cash-Making Girl from one half of the Conscious Daughters. Just legendary female rap duo from the Bay, highest selling female rap group ever from the Bay Area, and I'm happy to say legendary now at this point. So, still doing it, It's all good.
That's right. That's right. And if you could please tell our audience, I'm sure you've told us 100 times or spoke about it, but how the Conscious Daughters came about, you know what I mean? How they formed, how even the name came about.
Yeah.
I want to know that.
Man, it's a crazy story. It's a real long story because, Special One and myself, we have been best friends since around age 13. So it's funny how we met because we had a mutual friend who lived in the neighborhood, and, I was friends with the girl and Special was friends with the girl, and so we all kind of started hanging out together. But once I got to know her at the time when she was a youngster in school, her mother worked at the local radio station, KDIA, out here. So she was a radio baby. She was always at the radio station. She knew how to operate all the equipment at a real young age, learned a lot about radio and music. I, on the other hand, come from a musical family. My father's from Philadelphia. All of his best friends are crooners. Like one of his best friends ended up becoming a Temptation. Another one of his best friends is Frankie Beverly from Frankie Beverly and Mays. And I was a band baby, so I spent all of my childhood on stage and in studio with all of them while my mother was working. My daddy was taking care of me, and I was just hanging out with bands my whole life. So I knew a lot about stage and entertainment at a very early age and hung out with a lot of legends. So when we got together, we just really clicked. We both loved music. And by the time we got to junior high school, we started, when we started writing raps and stuff like that and putting our group together. When we got to high school, we had a radio station. It was a small 10-watt station. It's called KECG Radio. And as soon as we got there, Carol, the Special One, was in the 9th grade. She rolled up in there right on and was like, oh, yeah, she went in the radio class, and the teacher loved her. She knew how to operate all the equipment. So she was he named her the production manager for 4 years, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. So I used to cut class and go down there, and we would start making tapes. I thought I was Roxanne. We was doing Run DMC, tapes and live raps and stuff on the radio, and we basically got a following and just became popular from there, And to top it off, Special One was an athlete, just an off-the-hook athlete. She played Little League baseball. She was the only girl to play Little League baseball. She was an all-star, just beating the boys, at a very young age. So by the time we got to high school, she was a softball star, basketball hooper, 30-plus points a game, ball hog, all of that, in the papers every day, on the radio the next day. So she was a superstar. I didn't have no coordination like that. So I used to just go and just try to sit there and be cute, and talk to the boys and stuff. But she was, really the machine behind what we were doing because she knew how to operate all that stuff. And so we started making tapes when we got in high school, and we started making cassette tapes. This was before CDs even came out. And we just piled our tapes together. And as we started getting a little older and going to the 18 and up clubs and stuff like that, we started passing out our tapes. And we bought some hats that said Conscious Daughters and some jackets. And the way that you did ask how that name came about, the way that name came about was, you know, at the time we were like looking for some local producers to produce music for us, because that was one thing that we couldn't really do. We could, but, you know, not to the capacity and the, you know, the measurement of what we expected. You know, our hopes and our reaches and dreams was way higher than what we could have produced, right? So, we ran into this one producer. He was one of my best friends' baby daddy, and he just called us Conscious Daughters. Like, he said, I call you Conscious Daughters. He was a reggae dude, and he was like, because he said it's socially conscious, because we always knew where the parties was, where the clubs was happening. Everybody would tap into us to see what was going on the weekend. Where y'all going? We're going with you, you know. And it was always like Conscious Daughter. So it just stuck with us, and we just kept the name. So that name came with us all the way through our whole career, and even before we started. So it was just a trip how it all came together.
Right. But with the name, does it get mistaken? Like you said, the Conscious were like, because you were conscious of everything going on. But, you know, back in the day, you heard Conscious Daughters. If you hadn't heard the music, you know, you would think it was like on some, you know,
the political conscious. You know what I'm saying? Black awareness, Black power. We are that too. So that's a trip. You say that because one random night when we went out to a Digital Underground, had an album release party out here. So, you know, we went to the party. We had all our Conscious Daughter stuff, and we ran into Paris, the Black Panther of hip hop, who is from San Francisco, and he is a political rapper. You know what I'm saying? And
shout out to Paris.
Yeah, so as soon as he seen Conscious Daughters, he said, doop, 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 beeline, you know, because he wanted to know what it's about. He's like, why y'all walking around with this conscious shit on him? What is this about, you know?
Right.
So he said, what is Conscious Daughters? So we gave him a tape. We was like, we Conscious Daughters, you know. And we gave him the tape. That night, you know, we was on the mic freestyling. Carol, Special One, was an awesome freestyler. She can freestyle about it. You're just one of them people that just freestyle off of anything, your shoes. You could change the subject and she'll jump right on it, you know. And in me, I would jump in, but I always kept a rap in my back pocket. Like, I was always writing rhymes. So the chemistry really happened with her originality and me just being able to write really good rhymes, you know, that I would just come with. You know, I would just spit something on spot, you know.
Right.
And us together. And everybody was like, woo, at the thing and at the party. So Paris was like, So he took the tape home and he called us. He was like, yeah, I like your raps, but them beats is whack. And we was like, oh, okay. So he said, I want to meet with you guys. So we sat down and met with him, and it all makes sense now because his mission is more to spread the positive word. You know, to not only black people, just to people, you know, in general, positive messages to our youth and to people our age and people who are in the struggle. So one thing that he did do was he said, okay, after he showed interest at the time, he was signed to Tommy Boy Records. Tommy Boy gave him a label deal and said, go get whoever you want. And so he made us an offer, and we went in the studio to see if we vibed, and everything happened, and so we just meshed together. It was so perfect. The one thing that he did want to do is on every one of our albums have a message song, and he actually wrote it. So for our first album, Ear to the Street, we did a song about teenage pregnancy. And see, he wrote that. Okay. And he said, I want to write one song on each album that's going to say something positive or bring awareness about a situation. And so that's kind of how we brought the other side of the conscious out too, and we became more of a political conscious with a little fun twist to us. You know what I'm saying? Because we would be talking about 40 ounces and stuff like that, and he'd be like, "Okay, that's enough of the 40s. We ain't putting that on another song." We would start cracking up. You know, we'd be in there just drinking and smoking, and he'd be like, "Oh God," you know, he's kind of straight laced, you know, and we just came in there wilding out, you know. And but you know, we were smart though. We had some good lyrics, and we wrote all of our own, you know, lyrics and stuff. So I think he really admired that about us. And on the second album, we tackled AIDS. We had a song called All Caught Up. And then on our third album, we did a song about domestic violence. And then we would go on to talk about relationships and some other message songs that, you know, we have. So that's kind of how it all came together. We didn't even mean to really be politically conscious, but getting with him kind of gave us that edge, and he liked it because he was like, man, I could take them and they could be the messenger for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
right.
that's kind of how that happened. And we was happy to do it because we love to jump on the stage and act up.
Right. Right. But I mean your lyrics and they were like if you listen deeply, you will hear the consciousness. But on the top of that, like your lyrics were like you two were like hardcore feet. Like I don't want to say hardcore because it wasn't on no. I don't know, but you just felt it. Like it's only a few that make you feel that way. Like you are rage. You know what I mean? Couple females, but you came hard with the dudes really dug it. You know what I mean? Because it was just like that first single, Funky Expedition, which I'm sure to this day is a lot of people's favorites. But that was, I believe, your first single. Can you tell us how that came about? And did you know that was a hit when you made it?
Yeah, for sure. One thing I do want to say about the hard rhymes and everything. See, our idols were mostly males, so we grew up. First of all, we was on a lot of New York stuff because Special One had that radio access, and we used to get cassette tapes from WBLS, the Magic Mike Show, and all these radio stations in New York that we didn't have out here. So we had a lot of early, and then our other idol out here was Too Short, you know what I'm saying? So, and then when NWA came out and all the gangster rap, so we kind of had a mix of the rugged New York in us and the little gangster from out here. And now that I look back, I see how those two meshed together, created what we had, which was just raw, real rugged shit. And it was really us doing it from the heart. It wasn't like we was trying to be somebody. We wasn't trying to do this or trying to do that. We just go in the studio, throw on a beat, and we just sit there and write whatever comes to us, and we put it together. If we like it, we keep it. If not, we do another song. It was just all real, raw, and authentic the way the whole situation went down throughout the whole time when Special was on this earth. But for Funky Expedition, the way that had came about was I knew. So he was like, well, what do y'all want to write about? Just let's get together, let's put an album together and just figure out some of the topics you want to write about. We knew we wanted to do a riding song because that's what we did. We always was cruising around Lake Merritt, drinking 40 ounces in the park and hanging out in parking lots and, on the strip, hanging out. So we knew we wanted to do a song. And I was like, what's a way to say we was like on a funky ride? What's another ride? Funky ride. And I remember sitting up there thinking, we're going to call it Funky Ride. We was like, back then, the word funky was cool, right?
Yeah,
I mean, it's cool now, but, I ain't going to write no funky song. You know what I'm saying? But back then, it was, I was like, what's a funky ride? Then it just came to me, Funky Expedition. And then Carol was like, yeah, I'm just riding side. Let's take a little trip. And she used to have a little Pinto car. This car was like a little station wagon, funny car. It had curtains in it. And she used to ride up and down Foothill on them potholes, just bam. Right. And she'd be like, God damn it. And then she would go around, because she was hella funny, just naturally. So the fact that she wrote that in the rap is real genuine and it's real true. And that shit used to really bother her because she lived right off of Foothill. And every time she come down the hill, she hit a new pothole. So, but when we got with Paris, we went to his house. And we just, sat around and he turned on some beats and we basically started writing at his house. We didn't even go to the studio. And the song was written just on a random day when it was beautiful outside. And we was, swimming and eating some food and just chilling with some friends and writing and basically just put Funky Expedition together. It was the first song that we wrote together. But then we already had some stuff on our belt. We had songs that, we had already written that he thought was awesome. He was like, man, you need to keep this song. We just going to, put a new beat to it. So so we had a lot of ammunition when we came to the table. And, that helped things go fast. So, yeah, it was a blessing the way it all happened. It was just authentic, really.
Did you know, though, that was going to be the one that really put you on the map? Or, like, I know that was the first song, but did you think it was going to have the success and the response that it got when it did?
I don't know. I really, it wasn't my favorite,
Okay.
I like the up-tempo tracks. like Princess of Poetry. You know, we had these fast flipping raps. I don't know why. It was a Busta Rhymes thing I wanted to do, so I don't know what was going on. But to me, I had preferred the faster tracks. And it wasn't my favorite song, but it did turn out being our biggest hit. And it just so happened at the time it was kind of the G-Funk era, you know, when the Dre stuff was out and, you know, all the Chronic stuff was out. And so it kind of fit right in, you know, at the time. And it all made sense. But once it did hit, it was beautiful. We was everywhere we went.
That motherfucker hit hard. Yeah,
it was hit.
Hard.
The Lowrider shows, oh, man, they didn't stop calling. We did Lowrider shows all across the world. All the car shows and everything. It was amazing. I just, you know, definitely a blessing.
I want to ask you, speaking about the Lowriders and everything, I want to ask you, how did you feel about the success that, you know, it already took on the West Coast and the Bay Area, but the success, I'm sure that song got a lot of success in L.A., you know what I mean? Because if you didn't know no better, like you would think maybe you were from LA with that song. You know what I mean? So how did you feel about the response from the LA area, Southern California?
It was awesome. You know, we had realized later because, you know, we was dressed like gangsters, you know, and all the gang members out there, they loved that. They was like, hey, you know, and so they would chase us down and, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I was like, oh my God. It was a trip, but we got a lot of love in New York. It was amazing. So our record label at the time, Priority Records, they would call the radio station and say, okay, I'm sending Conscious Daughters. If you want Ice Cube, you're going to play this Conscious Daughter song. That's how they used to wheel and deal stuff. And I remember us going to New York and then talking to DJ Evil D from the Duck Down crew. And he was like, man, y'all record label, man, they play dirty. They told me you're going to play this Conscious Daughter record or you're not going to get, you know, XYZ. And they played it out there, and it got a lot of love in New York. So when we went out there, we had a full packed house of all them shows. We was like, wow, you know, and they sent us on a promo tour out, you know, across country. And, you know, we had a lot of New York and, you know, in New York. That's why I said all the Roughnecks love us. So I feel safe in America. You know what I'm saying? I feel safe.
That's right.
You know, like... I'd be like, back up off me before I hail down somebody around here. One of my one of my protectors.
That's right. Going back a bit, you said that you know, when you guys met up since you were friends since about 13, but you actually grew up in Richmond and Special One grew up in Oakland. Can you tell us how, you know, first breakdown also you know, the area of the Bay, you know what I mean, like Richmond, Oakland, you know, the separation, the separate parts, and, you know, how you guys came together, being that you're from different parts of the Bay Area.
Yeah, so you know, when you go to school, so basically Special One is originally she's from Seattle, Washington, but her mom moved out here to work in radio when she was a kid. So, but one thing she didn't want to do was I don't know why she didn't want Carol to go to school in Oakland. And she had a friend who lived out here. Her mom's best friend lived in, I think it was El Cerrito or something like that. So she so she wanted Carol to go to the school with her friend's kid. So she used to put Carol used to get on the BART because they lived right by the BART station, and the school was right by the BART. So Carol used to catch the BART every day to El Cerrito, and that's where I met her at. And so she lived in Oakland, but she went to school out here. She went to El Cerrito High School. She went to elementary school and middle school out here. But at the same time, my other best friend is from North Oakland, and we all spent time in Oakland. So even though I'm from Richmond, I didn't really spend a lot of time and do nothing in Richmond. I was always in East Oakland. So people used to think I lived there, which time I did move there eventually when I got my apartment and moved out of my parents' house. But, yeah, so that's why the confusion is people are like, is she from Richmond? She's from Oakland because we went to school out here in this area in Contra Costa County, but we hung out in Alameda County most of the time. So that's how that story went. That's why I say Oakland and Richmond. But at this point, it's just Oakland because that's where everybody's seen us at.
Right,
you know
right.
And we didn't think Richmond was as popular back then, you know. So we go to New York, we'd be like, yeah, we from Oakland, because nobody knew where the hell Richmond was at, you know. Richmond, Virginia?
Right.
No, nigga, Oakland. I mean, Richmond, California.
Right.
They didn't know what that was, so.
But speaking of Richmond, you had, I think that's where P was at, right, at one time before he took off, wasn't he? Based out in Master P.
Oh God, I got to tell you a story about him.
I'm sure you got him. That's why I mentioned him. But I know he was in Richmond. Yeah, we got time. Yeah,
Richmond, California. So first of all, we shared a producer. So Nate Fox, the great Nate Fox from Richmond, California. I'm still looking for Nate Fox. I don't know where this man went, but he was this awesome producer that just lived, in the cut in Richmond, California. And so we had been working with him before we kind of blew up. We were working with Nate Fox, and we actually ended up putting some of his music on our first album. But so Master P somehow and him connected. And he was like, yeah, I'm working with Master P. And we were like, oh, okay, cool. We didn't really know Master P, at the time because he had just come to Richmond, California. But I know every club that I went to, somebody was handing me a Master P cassette tape or a Master P flyer. He had the best street team in the world. So fast forward, we put out our songs and we came up a little bit. And so Master P is still out here, and we had a chance to meet him. Well, somebody calls me and said, well, Master P wants to talk to you guys. He wants to do some work with you. So we say, fine, okay. So long story short, I'm living in this house, renting this house, and he comes over. Me and my roommate are we let him in. He comes in. He's driving this Lexus, and this was before he blew up. And he pulled up in front of the house, and we were like, hey, come in. He sat down, and he just started talking. Well, he was like, yeah, so, I definitely want to do something with you guys. He was like, I got, I'm about to do 20 albums. Yeah, I got No Limit Records, and I'm about to put out 20 albums, and, I definitely want to do some work with you guys somewhere, and I got he said, I got a sports agency, so, I'm going to be doing stuff with the athletes, so once we do the music, we could go to the athlete parties and perform. Then he said, yeah, and I'm working on 4 movies. And I'll never forget, my friend was standing behind the couch, and she rolled her, hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
And then my friend, she was standing behind the couch. She was rolling her eyes up like, listen to this nigga, Then he was like, yeah, and I got and I got No Limit clothing coming. So, I'm going to be doing a lot of things, And we was like, okay, cool, But when he left, we said, damn, he was like, what the fuck? That was overkill. I shit you not. 1 month later, I opened the Source magazine, and he had a 4-page spread in there with the clothing line on one page, the 20 albums on the second page, the other stuff. Each page was one of his empires. And I said I would never, ever, 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 ever underestimate anybody in life, ever in my entire life going forward when somebody said they're going to do something.
Right.
Because it was just so much, and the fact that he did all of that, I love him. Then he came back and picked us up, and, he said, oh, we're going to do a song. Come do a song with Mia X. So we ran to the studio, needless to say, and he dropped 10 G's, gave her 10 G's, gave me 10 G's, and said, "Go on in there. This is good. The Sandwall Bank right out there across the street. Go catch that." And I was like, "Wow, I love Master P. I wanted to throw my panties at him." It was just amazing. It was just an amazing story. But yeah, so Master P was out there, and it was just at a time when he was out here, it was at a time when independent record labels were coming up. And that's what brought him out here. I would later find through getting to know him and now, speaking with him and being able to talk to him as we grew later into the 90s, I learned, that's why he came out here, because we were the core of independent music.
Exactly.
You had Chris Hicks over here doing his thing. You got the the San Francisco people, JT, with Black Market Records was popping. You got everybody was out here doing their own thing. Short had his stuff going. Everybody had their own independent labels, and that's kind of why people were flocking here. Even Paris, he had his own label, and so all that independent money was coming straight to us. Thank God we had a good payday, and thank God we had great lawyers, because there was a lot of record labels raping people, and I'm just happy to say that we weren't one of them.
Oh, that's great. I was going to ask you about that, about the political, the analytical stage of the career. How most rappers, like you said, got raped, didn't get their royalties and all that. So you guys were on point with pretty much most of that stuff. That's good. That's good to hear.
And it was the natural way. You knew you was gonna get banged in the in the ass, but you just said, let me pick the position. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
It's not like now when you can have your own business and run your own enterprise and own all your masters. Owning our masters was like never heard of. You know what I'm saying? But also when you get advances, they collect that money back. That was a normal thing back then. Okay, we're going to give you $200,000 and we'll just collect that back later. You know, so when you start making money, they start taking the money. And then we had a Jewish, this awesome, not to say Jewish people are great lawyers, but yeah, he was a badass Jewish lawyer. And he said, listen, there's 3 streams of money. They trying to take money from every stream to get their money back. He's like, no, you guys need to have an income. See, we just going to give them a little piece, you know, and they're not going to just take all your money like that. So he really protected us, and, you know, we willed and dealed. We took out a lot of things in the contract that was unnecessary, all this extra lingo, language. No, we don't even need that, you know. But, yeah, we got a really good record deal once we, you know, went to Priority Records. And unfortunately, we kind of got caught up when the Napster stuff came out.
Yeah.
When Napster came out, everything shut down. That was what are these?
And it was
free?
And it was bad
downloads?
for a few years. It was bad for a minute.
Man.
People didn't really know what to do until everything got in order with the streaming and, you know, all that type of stuff. But it was in real shambles for a minute.
It was bad. It was all bad.
It was. But at the same time now, but now we see that it was needed because it filtered out and cleared out all the bullshit, you know, the shady record labels and all that, and, you know, people can do it on their own now. You know what I mean? So it was bad at first, but it turned out to be a good thing, I think. You know what I mean? For the times that we're in.
Yeah, I agree. It just left a lot of bitter old MCs.
Yeah.
Because now they're like, man, we didn't get our money and we still can't get it, you know? Even though we got throwbacks and played on the radio all the time, and you got these kids coming out making all this money.
Yeah, they making a lot. That's the crazy shit. They making a lot of money now on a lot of bullshit, but no disrespect, but there's a lot of money out there now. Yeah.
They wake up one day, I want to be a rapper. Okay, I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to jump around acting fool. Okay, I made $1 million. We didn't do that. We had to, you know, we had to, you had to have a certain something to be out there rapping like that. Just not anybody could just step up and rap. Now the bar is so low. You know what I mean? Like, you could just be whack and get away with it over a good beat, you know, and but, you know, times have changed. I respect it. You know, it's a lot of new stuff. I like some of this whackness, you know, somehow. I don't know. I'm into it, you know, so I'm not one of the bitter ones, but I do get it, and it's, you know, it's kind of messed up for people like me. I don't get the same amount of money for, you know, spins that they might, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, that's a hard pill to swallow, but it's all good.
That's right. Yeah, it's all good. I'm good. The youngsters got something to do now, you know, and a way to, you know, find their way per se. But tell us about, you know, just like we spoke on, it wasn't easy, especially being a female. You know what I mean? How was it, you know, for you all to break through the industry? But I'm sure you did pretty much. When people heard you, you were accepted. But tell them how it was. And even to the day for, you know, female MCs and why there's not as many female MCs as you think there could be, you know what I mean, on the front line. But how it was for you all when you came out.
Yeah. Okay, well, first of all, I can say that we never really tried to sell sex, and we didn't really dress sexy at the time. So our whole objective was to not do that. And, I mean, oddly enough, I didn't sleep with one of my producers. I'm so proud of myself. You know, I'm like, okay, we got through this, and a lot of them respected us, and they didn't try to. They didn't, just because the way we are, our natural personalities, like, okay, let's get to work, let's get busy, let's do this, let's start, let's go. You know, we're not sitting around all high and stupid and drunk and falling all over the place, which is really different. When you focus on getting your work done, we had the work ethic, I think, was so strong that it just wasn't an option at the time. Maybe we just got curveballed or something. I don't know. But whenever we ran into people, they would always respect us, and we were still moving so much. You know, we didn't really have time for anybody to try to, you know, do anything with us. Or, but for most part, they respected us as women. It was like, man, I like y'all. Y'all serious. Y'all the truth. That's what we would always get. You know what I mean? And, you know, we had groupies, so we had male groupies and enjoyed all of them. Please believe that. But it was cool. But
that's right.
Yeah. So that was cool. But I'm just happy that they gave us the respect. It's different. And now, one thing that I can say is we are very strong-minded women. See, and these little girls right now, I don't think they got good headset. You know, a lot of them, you know, they're damaged or they come from broken families. They looking to strip. They got to go be strippers, and you know, they just struggling and surviving. I'm gonna do whatever till I get to be a rapper. You know, that was never an option for me because I was in school. I was working for George Lucas when I left my job. When I left work. I was working at Lucasfilm Games, as which I'm a character in the game. So we always had jobs. Carol was at the radio station. I was working. Our work ethic was always there. So I think a lot of these younger women today, they're just lightweight, airheaded, and what's important to them is, you know, having a bag of money and nails and fake booties, and their priorities are so low that I think that they can't get through the studio without banging producers, and the producers lose respect for you at that point. When you start sleeping around with everybody, and I hate to say that, I'm guessing that a good 80% of them is going through that. You know, and it's all about how you look now. They be like, I got to see what you look like.
It's all about how you carry yourself. It's how you carry yourself.
Yeah, but also
like
I was watching some dude on Love and Hip Hop talking about making a new female artist, and he was like, but wait, we got to see what she look like. And I'm like, well, you know, where I come from, that didn't really matter. I mean, you don't want to be butt-ass ugly, but, you know, still, like, why is it such a big deal how you look? Why can't a fat girl get out there and be a dope MC today? Without people, you know what I'm saying, judging, she got to have on heels and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, to me, it's the whole mindset of these young women is in the wrong direction. All they want to be is arm candy. You know what I'm saying? Or all they want to do is have somebody buy them a bag or some shoes. Ain't nobody say nothing about no house.
Right.
Or no savings account, no 401k. You don't hear none of that come out their mouth, you know?
Right.
So it's just, that's why I think it's a small amount of women. Because I think that we don't have a lot of strong, stable-minded women to come up and really represent and get the work done. They sidetracked by men, babies, money, drugs. Because this is the drug era. See, I grew up on dope dealer music. They're on dope user music.
Right.
That's different. Right. They all high as a damn kite. So it's different, you know, and then they taking pills and all kinds of stuff. So I just think the women are just so sidetracked, these young ladies. Even my nieces, you know, I love her to death, but all she cares about is her hair and what somebody thinks, and, you know, is this cute, is that cute? And I mean, I get it to a certain extent, but I'm just like, who cares? Be yourself. You cuter if you have a strong personality and you roll up in there like, blam. Exactly. I'm not like them. You the one that's going to stand out. You know what I'm saying? That's the key.
Exactly.
Be different.
And I think these women need to hear that right there. You know what I mean? Because they don't hear that enough. You know what I mean? They probably, everything is motivated by entertainment and television and what they see, and that's what's put out there today. Not only from the hip hop, from the music that's put out there, to the appearance, especially for the ladies and even the men. They've demasculized the men, as you see these days. You know what I mean? The men look like girls wearing the same clothes. So it's definitely a whole different era. You know what I mean? And everything as far as what's going on around us. But speaking on the female MCs, there's not many today. There never really was. But at least back in the day, in our era, you know, you definitely had a few different MCs that were out there. Who were some of the female MCs? I know you looked up the KRS and all the hard spitters, but who were some of the female MCs that inspired you? You and Special One.
Well, my first two favorite female MCs on the planet was Shy Rock. She's one in a group called the Funky Four plus one more, and the Real Roxanne and Roxanne Shante. Okay. And the reason why I say the Real Roxanne, because I'm telling my age right now, okay? But she was the first rapper that I heard that was light-skinned and was good. Okay, when I was in high school, it wasn't cool to be light-skinned and rapping. You know, that was a dark-skinned black girl thing. And I'm mixed race.
Oh, so you talking about the real Roxanne, the other Roxanne?
I'm talking about the real Roxanne, the Puerto Rican girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And so when she came out, that's exactly who I wanted to be. I was like, she is bad,
Right.
And so it was okay for light-skinned girls to be, moving forward and coming up in the 90s. I absolutely, of course, Queen Latifah and MC Lyte are my idols as well. And my Bay Area sisters, Marvelous and Sugar T, these are some of my best friends. We've all come up together, and even Oaktown 357. Everybody who came out in the 90s, all of the female rappers, Shauna, Trina, everybody from New York all the way back, Foxy Brown. I'll never forget. I love Foxy Brown. We went to a summer jam in Detroit, Michigan, and me and Special One was getting off the bus, and I just heard somebody say, "Conscious Daughters," and it was Foxy Brown. She ran all the way across the parking lot. She was like, "Oh, my God, I love you guys. I want my first rap off of your instrumental song." And then she was like spitting all this. I was going to cry because she was really popping at this time. You know what I mean? And it just really touched me that she took the time to run all the way across the parking lot just to say, she seen us from a mile away, and she was like, "I was waiting to see y'all." And that type of stuff just really, makes me. Of course, Lady of Rage, Yo-Yo, all of the West Coast women, I was bomb. And I'm sure I'm leaving out a bunch, but
but I'm glad you brought up Rage and Yo-Yo, because I was gonna ask you, like, that's what I think about when I used to hear, Conscious Daughters, like some Yo-Yo, Rage type of shit, where it's like it's just hard. You know what I mean? Did you ever get to work? I would have loved that collaboration with you, maybe Yo-Yo or Rage. Did you ever get to work with them or meet them or?
I'm so mad that never happened. That I'm going to tell Jeff to go get to work, BTB Media Group, so we could put together a tour with the three of us, because I think, Jeff. I'm thinking Lady of Rage, Yo-Yo, Conscious Daughters, and maybe like a Sugar T or somebody else from this side, two from there, two from here, and we just do like a little mini tour, Arizona to, Texas or something, and we just, break it down and just go get the bag,
Right.
Go get the bag. Yeah, and I'm still working.
Let's make it happen,
especially when she passed away, unfortunately, in 2011. She had blood clots in her knee. Remember, I told you she was an athlete. She had her first orthoscopic knee surgery at the age of around 19. Then her knee started hurting her again. About 15 years later, she had another orthoscopic surgery. And then about another 10 or 15 years later, her knee started hurting her. And she didn't take care of it. Like, I just remember her getting in my car, stretching her knee out. I'm like, damn, my knee is hurting. I looked at it. I was like, that's swollen. And she just didn't take care of it. And she had blood clots in her knee, and one of them just went up to her lung, and then she dropped dead from that. And that's why I always encourage people to go to the doctor, because if she gone to the doctor, I really...
as black folks don't like to go to the doctor.
Well, and us black folks don't like to die either, so... I always try to tell people, and even with myself, I go to the doctor. I'm obsessed. I'll be like, can you check my blood? Can you check me for blood clots? Can you check me for, check me, what other test is it? Just give me a list of the tests. So which one can I take? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to make sure my shit is getting right. So I don't, But anyway, I'm back on the scene. I have this wonderful hype person who is, I don't even call her a hype girl. She's, I do the whole set. I have this awesome DJ DeAndroid. And, she'll scratch like some of Carol's, vocals and stuff. And I have an awesome set. And, I take you back and do Re-Roll Deep, Funky Expedition. And, most of the songs that people know, short and sweet.
Right.
And so I'm hoping to, take that on the road soon.
That's
and
right.
get it popping this summer.
I want to ask you briefly. I don't want to go back and somber, but I want to ask you just briefly. We spoke on a special one. How did that affect you? When she passed away, and how long did it take you to, get over that and recover and get back to doing what you do as far as continuing the Conscious Daughters name and everything?
I still don't really have the drive to sit down and say, oh yeah, let me make an album. I mean, I'm not feeling that, even though I like to, I have a studio at my house, and you would think I would be recording more.
Right.
But it's just not the same. And then I have some music that we did together that I want to put out and stuff. But then I kind of thought about it. I'm like, I listened to it over and over, and it's so dated, you know what I mean, that now it just sounds so old. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm kind of stuck. But I love doing the performances still and just kind of, bringing back the whole throwback thing.
Right.
So carrying on the name, I did do a solo album. It's called The Jane of All Trades. I love the album. I got Keith Murray on there, San Quinn, Mr. Fab, and more. I can't think of all the people. I got Marvelous on there, and DJ Pam the Funkstress was on there. Before she passed away, she scratched on that. And so it's a great album. It's CMG. It's called The Jane of All Trades. Definitely check it. Go find it on Apple Music and stream it because it's a bomb album. And I would like to do another one. It's just it comes naturally. So I haven't felt it, but usually when the summer comes and I'm in a party mood, then I'll come home and just start recording. It just hasn't happened in the last several months. But after Special One died, I sat down for a good 2-3 years. Just not tripping, just not even wanting to do any music. But now I'm feeling it again. But I feel the stage, performing more than I feel recording.
Right.
I'd rather do jingles and commercials and things like that. I'm trying to do some television work and some TV stuff. I was on a couple shows. I don't know if you saw The Evolution of Hip Hop. It's a Netflix series.
Yeah, dope.
And they had a West Coast section. I was on that.
Yeah, I seen that.
Then
I
was on
dope.
a couple of unsung episodes. And thank you to TV One. And just it's just like so. I'm doing more TV stuff, but some of the stuff that I'm producing myself. So it's just taking a while, and then once I get my TV spots on, then I'm gonna do the music for the TV. You know what I'm saying? So I can get my own bag.
Right. And
it's
tell
not
us
about
how
the money, but it is now. I'm getting older, damn it. I need some retirement.
Yeah. I got you. It's about the love, but it's definitely about the money.
Yeah, you would do it right. That's for sure.
Right. Tell us how it felt to. I know you were part of the GTA. The Grand Theft Auto game, where they had a lot of West Coast classics on there, but that game is big, one of the biggest selling games, from EA or whoever is in control of it. How did
I was shocked that we made the cut. I didn't even know that we were being considered until we made the cut, right? So what happened was they send you a thing saying, we're considering your song, please sign this and sign that. And, we don't know yet for sure. And so, you go through that. And then Warren G was the person who told me it was on there. He called me. I was in a pizza parlor, and he called me out of the blue. And he said, oh, shit, I'm sitting up here. Guess what I'm riding to, playing the new GTA? Because he had just got it. And they didn't tell us. Or I didn't get the memo. I don't know if it was an email or what, but they didn't tell us until after, it had happened. But so he called me, and I was so excited I couldn't wait to get home. I called my son, and he was like, Mom, I just got the game. He was like, because he was already going to buy it. He was they get the games early. So it was just a trip to watch my son ride up and down the street and smack hose to my music.
That's right.
Yeah, it was a great feeling.
I
mean, it's awesome, and it's such a blessing.
Yeah. That's a
and
big
I'm like,
game.
can you guys put another one on there, please?
That's a big game. So a lot of youngsters are hip to the music. That's a good thing about that. A lot of youngsters play that game. That's a big game, so they get hip to a lot of the
and they
shit
know
they
the
missed
words.
out on. Yeah.
And they know the words.
That's a classic. That's a classic.
Man, 10:35 on a Saturday night. You playing this We Roll Deep for real. So it's an honor. That and going on Soul Train, probably the biggest highlights.
Yeah, tell us about that,
career.
Briefly, going on Soul Train. Tell us about that.
Man, that was crazy. That was, I've been watching Soul Train, all as a kid, and I'm like, we're going to see Don Cornelius. right? So we get to the Soul Train place. The limousine comes to pick us up. They send a limo. We was like, we're going to Soul Train. It was amazing. And we get in there, and, you know, it's like a warehouse kind of, you know, studio set warehouse. And when we walk in there, I'm like, where are the people at? If that all them people dancing on that floor, it was about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It must have been only like about 30 people, but they spread them out. It looks like there's way more people in there than it really is.
Right.
And I was like, wow, I'm at Soul Train. And look how small it is. And but
did you
it
get to
was
watch
it
that
was
show
cool.
they had on Soul Train? Did that remind you of that? Did you see that? I think BT had something on Soul Train, American Soul.
Oh no, I didn't watch that yet. I've been meaning to go back and watch that on demand.
Since you say that, that's kind of how the setting was. You wouldn't think, since you spoke on that, that's kind of how, you know, we got to view it in the show they had. It was like that, like you mentioned. Not that many people. When you see it on TV, it's different, you know. So.
Oh, is that what they? Yeah, that was
crazy.
true story. So, but it was the best time. We got up there and did our little whack little stuff we had. We was like going left and right. It was crazy. I look at it, I'd be like, damn, we look like some robots or something. Like we got our little step down. But it was, you know, Teddy Riley, it was there, and Teddy Riley and Blackstreet, so it was real good hanging out with them and stuff, and meeting Don Cornelius, and Robert Townsend was there because at the time he was hosting, but Don Cornelius was still there.
Right, okay.
And we saw the little scramble board and stuff. I was like, I want to take a picture by the scramble board. I don't know where that picture is, but I got it. That was before cell phones.
Yeah, Instagram, that would be crazy. Hey, another. I want to go back briefly, because I heard about this, but I wanted you to speak on it. Your relationship with Tupac. I know you had a relationship, not a friendship with him early in his career. You know, when he first started. Can you tell us about that?
Okay, so Tupac. Okay, so I met him very early on because we have a mutual friend, TMD. Who is from the group called Capital Tax. They're from Oakland. They are just like Capital Tax and Dangerous Dame, and they had this my favorite one. I can't think of his name, but he had a hit record. They had a crew, and so he took me to a party that they were having. It was Digital Underground was going to Japan. They were getting ready to go on tour. So he invited me to come to their party, and their party just happened to be at Tupac's house. He lived in Marin, Marin City, and he had an apartment out there. So, you know, we get out there, we go out there, I walk in the door, you know, and it's not a lot of people. It's very small and intimate. As soon as I walked in the door, he was like, oh, how you doing? He was such a gentleman. He said, come and sit down. Would you like something to drink? You know, he was just extra charming. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just super nice. And, so we just kind of became friends, and he would, like, call my phone, my home answering service and leave messages on there. And on those little cassette tapes. And he would just call instantly, oh, remember we were supposed to go to lunch today. Dang, where are you? Well, we had no lunch date, right? And then he would leave a message, you know, and it was just a very short, like, as soon as we started talking, he started touring, so we kind of lost track of each other, but it was just a really genuine, it was really good to know him before he really, really blew up. And the genuine person that he was, and how, such a gentleman, how smart. I mean, just smart. I mean, book smart, very common sense smart, and just all around positive person. Never no negative speaking, none of that. So yeah, it was cool. It was cool. I'm happy to say that, you know, I was able to know him.
How did you feel, you know, later? Did you were you surprised by his success? You know, I know he had a long journey and different amounts of success, where he was big one time, 93, 94, but when he really blew up with Death Row and, you know, all of that to his untimely demise.
Oh, it was awesome.
How did you feel
I thought it was awesome. I remember a time I was like, dang, I was scared because there was so much gangster shit involved. You know what I mean? I was like, dang, they don't start shooting. You know what I mean? Like, at some point, but I wasn't really talking to him or nothing like that. It wasn't like we was a couple or nothing. So it wasn't. But I remember watching from afar, thinking, "Dang, this is getting serious." You know what I mean? It was getting deep.
Yeah.
That's all I can say about that.
Rest in peace, Pac.
You
I
know?
just wanted to speak briefly on that because I know you had an early relationship with Pac, man, that a lot of people may not know about. So I just want to speak on that. Also, you got with Paris, man. Tell us about, how that kicked off and the first album, the layout, how it was working with Paris, and also, I know you spoke on Digital Underground. I think you gave your tape to them, E40. A lot of people around that did take your tape but didn't, decide to work with you. How did it feel later when you guys, blew up a little bit and you ran back across all those people?
Well, it wasn't really that they chose not to work with us. You know what I mean? It wasn't like that. We was just giving tapes out. You know what I mean? So there was hundreds of people that never called the phone number on the tape, so we wasn't tripping. But but the thing is we were all in the same struggle, and we all came up together. That's the trip part about it, because the Loonies was right there around the corner. The High Road was there. All of us were at these same little venues, and we would all be. It would be open mic night. We would all be in the same same ciphers. You know what I'm saying? And I look back now and be like, wow, that cipher that we had in 90, 91, 92, 93, and all of us coming up together was an awesome thing. So I didn't really look at anybody in my peers or like 40 or Short or whoever and say, now that we've all blown up, some of us have blown farther than others, and, that's what it's meant to be. But it was kind of more of a coming up together thing. I don't really look at it like, oh, so-and-so passed or we didn't.
Right.
One thing that did bother me is a lot of them didn't call us to collab. You know what I mean? I would be thinking they would be looking. They just didn't really. Our West Coast men out here, they're not ones to put women on. But that's kind of how the mentality of the man is out here. We don't, they keep they hoes down. You know what I mean? Like, and that's just the mentality of the man out here. Now you go to New York, they putting them on. They putting women on. All day. So it was a different kind of thing. So that kind of bothered me, you know what I mean? And therefore, we didn't really chase after a lot of them to do collabs with either. We just said, we're going to do our own thing, just because none of them come look for us. And we're the only girls that's really popping, so I think they all need to be looking for us, you know what I mean?
Right. That's crazy.
So,
I was going to ask you, too, why wasn't there more collabs, not only with male MCs, but female MCs?
Right. I don't know. We just, it all happened so fast. I mean, we put the albums together and we did so much traveling that we just didn't even really have time to come back to collab before everything kind of went downhill. We put out an album in 93 that went 93, 94, and we toured those 2 years. Then we put out another album in 95, which we did have some people on. We got like Mystic, and then we had this, at the end we had this cipher of people, but we really didn't have any big artists, which is where I think we made our mistake. I don't know exactly how or what happened, but then we went right back on tour, and then we come back as Napster and the record labels are shutting down. We're like, dang, we're just getting started. But I think we just did too much touring. That's what I think. We should have slowed down a little bit to do more recording.
Right. And speaking of recording, how was it, working with your first label with Paris independently, opposed to when you merged with Priority and EMI and all that for the second album?
It was awesome. Paris is a perfectionist, and the thing is what I love about him most is he is a quality person. Everything had to be perfect, like the sounds, the bass is right. He never had no punk bass. It was always deep bass, and he hired the right people to master our albums. For example, Big Bass Brian, who's one of the greatest mastering professionals in the world, mastered our albums, and that was just awesome. We recorded at Michael Denton's studio, a top-of-the-line studio out here. We recorded in L.A. at some of the greatest studios at Universal and all these different places, and So yeah, we had some good. Working with him was he's on point.
Mm-hmm.
Now
That's
we could have saved some of that money. Now that I think back, no, I'm just saying.
And
you don't
how
need all
was
that
it
today.
Right, but how was it when you did the Priority thing? I know the second album was it still the same structure, or was it different when you guys merged with Priority? How did things change after that?
Not much. We just they wanted us to stay the same. They said do what you did last time. They didn't want to make any changes to try to control nothing. Thank God. But, I wish they would have made some suggestions as far as hooking us up with some bigger stars from, like, maybe the places that would have given us bigger singles that could have taken us further. You know what I mean?
Right.
But, I don't know. We were so busy just being so proud of ourselves, I think we probably just didn't really think about it that hard because there was so much going on. And to us, we had blown up. We had billboards on Crenshaw Boulevard. You can't get no better than that. Well, you could get them in Oakland, but... yeah, and we was at the Billboard Music Awards with Queen Latifah and Salt and Pepper. It don't get no better than that, So, yeah. But now that I look back, it's some things that, I can see exactly where we went wrong. But, it is what it is. Can't go back and change it now.
That's right. But speaking on somebody like you spoke earlier about somebody like Too Short. I'm sure you looked up to, was a legend already when you were still running around, as a little shorty. But how does it feel to have somebody like Short, who was a legend then, doing it and still having a place in the game right now? Him and 40. But mainly Short.
That's awesome. I mean, he's a trailblazer. He's the first one. He's and that's how it's supposed to be. He is the Jerry Springer. Just like Jerry Springer's the king of talk shows, he's the king of dirty rap. He's a king.
Right.
E40's a king, Yeah. 40 came out with Uncle St. Charles and Studio Tone. They had their record label, and they blew it up. You got to do the work. Not everybody does the work. And sometimes the work don't work for them. And I'm proud of everybody out here. And it's just that was able to, even like the High Road crew, they've come a long way. These dudes been out there since before us. You know what I'm saying? They was right alongside of us coming up at the same time. And, the Loonies, I mean, everybody out here, I'm super proud of everybody. I mean, we all made it. And one thing you can never take away from us is that we're legends. And that, to me, is more important than, a 2-week stint and a couple $1 million,
Right. It's definitely rich history in the Bay. You spoke earlier about maybe a tour with a couple female MCs, but it should be definitely a Bay tour in the works. Like, of all, there's so many legends in the Bay. The Bay could have a cold tour. You know what I mean? So I don't know why that hasn't happened yet. I just left Ann Banks' birthday party night before last. Ann Banks had a birthday party, and the Loonies performed, Richie Rich performed, RBL Posse. Don't give me no Bam or weed. Yeah, they was on here last week.
Oh man, my legs were sore.
RBL.
I was dropping it like it was hot on fire.
Yeah.
But so I could see the potential. Like, we all need to get together and really do something for sure. But you always gotta find somebody to lead that.
Yeah. That's definitely a no-brainer, I think, personally. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah. We got the legendary CMG right here live on Westside Wednesdays, the G-Lew Show. I'm going to take a quick break and go to some classic CMG. Anybody want to check in? The phone lines are lit up. If you want to speak to CMG, just press 1. We'll bring you into the forum. Shout out to BTP. Shout out to 93 Point Tweed. FM Ism. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night. The legendary Von Mason, Bounce Rock Skate, will be live on the premises. So tune in tomorrow night. Yeah, 93 Point Tweed. Shout out to Tweed Cadillac. Going down tomorrow on Blog Talk Radio. CMG is here. Like I said, press 1 or call in 914-803-4001. You can ask for anything you need to. We'll be right back after this.
Hey, what's going on? It's Westside Wednesdays. It's the G-Lew Show. We about to put some women in the mix. It's your girl CMG from the Concious Daughters. Let's go. You know what it is. It's a funky expedition, baby.
go again. It's a gangster hit from the gangster bitch with the gangster shit coming straight from the motherfucking east side. It's me and CMG with the criminal mind. I give you a little something for the people to ride to, for players to slide to. The gangster glide you. Need a little break from all them silly hoes looking for some dap with their bullshit rap. So I straight took them and kick real shit when I say it. It's Mac shit coming from an old town player. Call me one, the special one, cause everything I do it well. So motherfucker fables and the fairy tales. Big banking ass cake, making pay, getting mine with the motherfucking rhyme in a 9-tray. With a blackjack in my knapsack and a gat for the first bitch stepping, and it's like, hey yo, you know we got the flow, so here we go, another fucking showdown, right? Here we go, another fucking show. You know we got the flow now, hey yo, you know we got the flow, so here we go, another fucking showdown, right? Here we go, another fucking show. You know we got the flow now. One by one, I get the job done. Took a happy hit, girl, miss. Walking suckers off the list. I keep a click of hard bitches for the funk. When it jump, cause I ain't no punk. And quick to pop a trunk. Getting paid to eliminate and set them straight and do them till it's done. And when it's done, you say I did them. Hey, you better ask somebody about the criminal bitch with more bounce who counts to see his wicked shit. Straight fucking them up, the Mac flow. Me and K hit a break unless these motherfuckers know. Hot dog in the back, rhyming back to back. Dope scripts, get the grits, keeping fat my stack. So check me out, I feed a hip hop like a full court straight from the base. So you say I ain't taking no shorts. The bust the fucking baddest bitch on the block. So catch a 5150 fucking round with this gangster ride. Hey yo, you know we got the flow. So here we go, another fucking showdown, right? Here we go, another fucking show. You know we got the flow now. Hey yo, you know we got the flow. So here we go, another fucking showdown, right? Here we go, another fucking show. You know we got the flow now. Hey yo, you know we got the flow. So here we go, another fucking showdown, right? Here we go, another fucking show. You know we got the flow now. Hey yo, you know we got the flow. So here we go, another fucking showdown, right? Here we go, another fucking show. You know we got the flow now.
Mercy, 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 check it out. It's the dog and the daughter's doing work with the future sound. And ain't no telling what might come next from a vet. Another Scarface set, devil check the rep. And realize real shit when it's coming to ya. Cause nowadays niggas fade and don't get paid. But we ain't going that way and we're not to be underestimated, treated shitty or sloppily. And that's how it's got to be. And all your silly putty bitch made punks ain't stopping me. So back the fuck on up when the full grown black owned self-made pro make a cameo and spit lyrics for guaranteed hits. Check the grip, keep it funky for the junkies and all that shit. And keep your eyes on this, fuck what you heard, and watch the devil get served.
Hey yo, you know we got the flow, so here we go, another fucking showdown, right? Here we go, another fucking show. You know we got the flow now. Hey yo, you know we got the flow, so here we go, another fucking showdown, right? Here we go, another fucking show. You know we got the flow now. Hey yo, you know we got the flow, so here we go, another fucking showdown, right? Here we go, another fucking show. You know we got the flow now. Hey yo, you know we got the flow, so here we go, another fucking showdown, right? Here we go, another fucking show. You know we got the flow now.
Westside Wednesday show. The legendary Concious daughter, CMG. Live. Hey man, that's a classic right there. CMG. You guys made classics, hits after hits. We can go all night with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's hard with it.
I love that. Yeah, that's a definitely a classic. That whole album is just ear to the street. It's just amazing. I don't remember half of it, but no, I'm just kidding. You know, we was blazing a little bit back then.
Right. Classic material. But, hey,
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
But I do want to give a shout out real quick to two of my favorite supporters. Freddie Miller is listening. FHM. This is a guy who has been a fan of ours for many, many years, and we just became friends, and he's an awesome person. So I want to shout him out, say thank you. Him and the Saint from 4 Aces Radio, great support and a friend of mine as well. So I just want to shout him out.
Yeah. What up, y'all? Hey, quickly, I'm going to go to the phone line, too, but somebody wanted me to ask you about DJ Pam from the Coop and your relationship.
Yeah. They want to know, ask me about her. Okay, so Pam is another one. Like Pam and the Coop coming up in the 90s, we've been friends for so long. She actually had a show on Soul Beat. I don't know if you remember Soul Beat, but it was a local cable station, and they used to play videos, and she had a radio show on there, and we went on there, and she was scratching with her titty, and we was like, dang, she hecka dope. So we started freestyling on the show, and we had this great episode. It's like taped somewhere, and ever since then we've been the best of friends. So after our initial Conscious Daughters DJ Yanni Yan was with us for many years, but at some point he wasn't able to tour with us anymore. He had just had a baby, and he wanted to stay home and take care of his family. So Pam jumped in and came on tour with us, and it was awesome just having her as a DJ. We was a triple threat right there. That was, right. And just having her doing her solos and her being able to do her signature titty scratch was everything. Right. So, but she passed away. I believe it was liver failure. I'm not quite sure. I'm pretty sure it was liver failure, and it was just sudden. And I don't know the exact details. You would think I would, but I just, I didn't want to get into it with her mom like that. I didn't want to be asking all them questions if they didn't really share specifics. So I didn't want to ask, but yeah. So she passed away very unexpectedly. It was sad, and just so sad. Like. Just such an awesome spirit, such an awesome person. And now DJ Alex Mejia has started, and Pam's family has started the Purple Pam Foundation, and where they're giving away scholarships to young women to go to a DJ school and learn more, in different various music colleges. So, yeah, follow the Purple Pam Foundation for more information on that. And then also, one other thing I was going to say about that. Alex Mejia is doing that stuff. Anyway, I forgot what else I was going to say. It'll come back to me, and I'll bring it back up. But, yeah, R.I.P. Pam. That was a
R.I.P. Pam. Rest in peace, Pam. Shout out to the Coop as well. Before we continue, let me go to phone lines right quick. Somebody wants to tap in with you. Caller, hello. You like my homeboy Hank the Gangster.
What's cracking with it, G-Lew? What's the dealio?
What up, G. Hank? Much love,
G.
family.
You already know. What, man, you already know. Listen, man.
That nigga from Long Beach.
Man, I got you motherfucking right. I'm from Long Beach, but what I gotta say, listen, man, I don't call in. I don't fuck with you on Wednesday. Sunday night is my night. But you had, man, you got on the Conscious Daughters, man, and they and CM. Come on, man, listen, that Funky Exposition, man, riding my funk. Come on, man, that was my shit. They did all that whole album was gangster shit. That's when niggas started. When motherfuckers started doing the two-step, that was doing it off that shit. That's what that shit was all about. You dig what I'm saying?
Hey,
so,
I'm smiling from ear to ear right now. Thank you.
Man, shout out to you. I'm 55. I turned 55 a couple of days ago, and that shit was right in my shit. Right in my we was doing it. You hear me?
Yeah.
Right when we was doing it, man.
There.
So
that's when life was good and rent was cheap.
Man, when it was
remember
everything
rent was
cheap? Good. Rent was cheap. The motherfucking the cassette tapes was cheap. Your motherfucking all that shit was cheap. Them CDs, all that shit was cheap. That's when you get the $5 everything $5. Your videos, your motherfucking movies, everything was $5. Everything.
That's right.
So
yeah,
shout
I love
out to
you
you,
for that.
man.
Thank you. Much love.
Shout out to the Conscious Daughters, man. Y'all really started some gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? Some girls on some gangster shit. Girls on some gangster shit with the rags on and all that kind of shit. Y'all did that shit, man. Y'all did that shit. Y'all did that shit, man. Y'all started this shit. On the real. On MTV. What was y'all on MTV? Yo, rap. What was that? Yo, MTV rap. What
rap,
Come on, man.
Rap City. Y'all was on Rap City every day. They was on Rap
Y'all was on Rap City every day, but they hit Yo
MTV.
They hit Yo MTV raps. That's when you switched over and you went to the white people too. They was listening to your shit. Yo MTV raps. Y'all was on all that shit. So man, shout out to y'all. Y'all started that shit, man. I really, really, really. I don't call in and fuck with G-Lew on Wednesday nights, but I had to call in tonight because this is my time. You dig what I'm saying?
I appreciate
shout
you.
out to y'all.
You.
Shout out to CMG
I love
for
that.
real. Yes, sir.
Thank
that
you.
Poor Hanks the
Thank
Gangster.
You.
That come from Hanks the Gangster, the Vicious Macalicious, a.k.a. the Crippolini, and I've been banging on these niggas ever since these niggas seen me. Here's G-Lew know the real. G-Lew know the real. Yeah,
I feel it.
that poor.
G, hey.
Hey, G-Lew.
Love you,
hey,
bro.
so shout out to you, G-Lew. Shout out to you, G-Lew. You know what I mean?
Hey, and Hank,
for giving underground rappers and do that, man. Do that in the old school rappers. For you giving underground rappers and old school rappers like us and her, man, a chance to shine, man, and keep on shining, man. So shout out to you, G-Lew, and the things you do, man. Proud of you, bro. You my nigga,
homie.
man, for real.
Thank you, big bro. Thanks to the gangster. Much love, bro. Love you back.
Keep on doing what you're doing.
Joe, thank you. All right, shout out to Hanks and shout out to Long Beach, man. You know, out there tapping in with us. Got the legendary CMG, the world famous Concious Daughters. You know, we spoke about, you know, people that influence you, female rappers. Who have you? I'm sure you've influenced. You spoke on Foxy Brown, giving it up. So I'm sure there's a lot of ladies you influenced. Did you get to, you know what I mean, interact with any of these people that you influence or that you think you've influenced over the years, coming out how you did so hard and shit, or male rappers too?
Yeah, you know where I find them mostly. So I'm into, you know, the DJing thing and the authentic, you know, hip hop. San Francisco area, Bay Area has a large hip hop community, and we have a large young hip-hop community, and mostly Asian, because they really appreciate
they do
the old school music, and they break dance to it and stuff like that. And I was honored to be inducted into the Zulu Nation at a chapter, a San Francisco chapter, and participating in, you know, different community affairs with them. But more importantly, they do like breaking for tots, and they do all these events. And when I go there and I meet these young girls that are, most of them are turntablists. I won't call them DJs because they're turntablists. You know, they study the art and math of all the whole, you know, cutting and scratching. And these young women who are inspired by somebody like me, and they come up and tell me about it, I am amazed. My DJ, DeAndroid, that's where I met her, and she's awesome. She cuts, scratch, do everything. I mean, just awesome. And so, yeah, mostly community people. It's not superstars, you know, everywhere. Say, hey, every once in a while, yeah, like Regina King, the actress. Mm-hmm. She was another person who went out of her way to come over to me and just say how much I inspired her, and these songs that we did about teenage pregnancy. I guess she was a teen mother. She talked about that, and she was one person. But more importantly, there's people in the community. When I go and talk to young women, there'll be one or two of them that'll come and just say, oh, you know, when you said, they know my lyrics, and I know that they know what they're talking about. They actually listen to Concious Daughters. And those people, when I inspire people like that, I'll tell them like this: look, I had something to fall back on. I wasn't gonna sit up and let Lou, you know, be a starving artist. That's what I ain't gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And I try to preach that to these people who want to be, you know, rap stars and stuff. That's cool and all fine and dandy, but you need to pay these bills in the meantime. You need to have something to fall back on. That's like an athlete. You could be a star basketball player, but when you bust your knee up, then what? Right. You know, so you got to have a plan B for everything. And, you know, so I try to preach that good word. I went up to Cal Berkeley, and I did, they have a hip-hop history 101 class. I did a whole presentation on old school rappers. I put the slides together, and I put all these 80s rappers from New York all across the country and, you know, kind of numbered. And we had fun trying to identify who they were. And, you know, some people didn't know who the people were, and I kind of described who they were and talked about each one of them and stuff. They loved it. They was like, oh, man, that's so-and-so. And, you know, Charlie Baltimore, people like that. I just picked up some random, like, you know, I want to see what y'all really know, you know. I had learned some stuff putting it together, but that type of stuff would, and then people in the classes would come up to me and talk to me and say how, I inspired them. So, that means more.
Yeah, shout out to Berkeley because they for having those type of programs and classes, because I believe that's the same college that had the Tupac class, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Was it the Tupac class I went to? It might have been the Tupac class.
Yeah, but shout out
really
to them
might
for
have been.
just doing those things.
I didn't talk about Tupac, but it might have been the Tupac class. I don't remember. I don't know why I said Hip Hop 101 because I think the Hip Hop 101 was at San Francisco State. I'm getting them mixed up.
Okay.
So yeah, I think I did the Tupac class at Berkeley, and I did the San Francisco State Hip Hop 101. I think it's called. Yeah. So, but either way, I went to both schools and was able to, break down some history on them.
Right,
I was showing myself like, I know what I'm talking about. I was there.
Right.
This is what I grew up with, so it was cool to be able to talk to the kids about that, for sure.
That's what's up. And you had before we could, I want to go back a bit. You put out, I believe, 3 albums, Ear to the Street, Gamers, and the Nutcracker album. Tell us about those different stages in the albums, and how do you feel about those albums you put out? What were your favorites, and how do you feel about overall material?
But I'm proud of all 3 of them. I as much as I love Paris, I wish we would have ventured into other producers more. Just because it would have taken us to another place, at another level. I think that we should have been unleashed. And it wasn't that the opportunity, so it kind of was there. We did have some other producers, but they were not the producers that we wanted. I would have loved to work with like Timbaland or even like Ali Shaheed Muhammad or, and did something, just something different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that looking back, I wish we could have done that, but we didn't. But I have a love for each album, and I love that you can hear the maturity as we grew, because the first album, I sound like a little girl, Then we moved to the second album, I'm still spitting fire because that's just what I do. It's in my blood. That's the trip thing about it. I'm a real nice person. You'll see me. I'm like, how you doing? I'm pleasurable. But it's like Michael Jackson when I get on the stage. It's a whole nother beast, or if I get in the studio, it's just another person that comes out of me, right?
Right.
Or if I get in a fight. Something like that. I just turn into the Hulk or Godzilla or somebody. So I can hear the growth in each album, and I'm really proud of that because I'm like, we got better each time.
Right.
The hits we didn't have like a big hit on the third album, but it was enough. We still made some good money, and the third album just kind of went a little downhill because the timing was bad. And, the labels didn't want to invest any more money, at that time like we had been investing. We went from spending millions of dollars on our promotions to, spending a few thousand or whatever, over the 3 albums. So, had we still had the big backing that we started with, I think it would have went a lot farther. But I'm proud of all of it. It's also happened to me. I'm not mad at nothing. It's probably one song on there that I refuse to listen to. I can't remember the name of it, but I just feel I do not like that damn song. Everybody got one of those.
But do you feel overall, I know Gamers and Ear to the Street were classics, but do you feel that Nutcracker, even though it was kind of slept on and not promoted heavily, was a sleeper, and somebody needs to go back and listen to that?
Oh, for sure. You got to hear the domestic violence track. That's dope. Like, yeah, I think it's okay. I'm gonna put them in order. Ear to the Street was the best album. Gamers was the second best, and then the Nutcracker Street was the third best. It wasn't to me as great as the first 2, but it is a good album. And if I was a fan, like I have my favorite people who I buy. Sometimes they'll do great albums, and I'll be like, oh, I don't like this album as much as I did the last. But I still buy it and I still listen to it. So we did get the support, but. Yeah, that's all I got to say about that. It's all classic to me. I'm proud of it, and yeah. So definitely, hey, you got Apple Music, go on, jump on that thing.
Right there, you
go. There you
jump
go. On that thing.
And also,
you paying $10 a month anyway. You might as well stream away.
Yeah, right. I got it as well. You know what I mean? But tell them about the and I love it. Tell them about the solo album you put out as well, so they can go tap into that.
Yeah, so the solo album. So Carol, Special One and I, we talked about doing solo albums. First, we was gonna do like Outkast. We was gonna do a 2-set. Like you do a solo album, I do a solo album, then we do songs together, right? Then we was like, nah, I don't know if we're gonna do that. So we agreed. So we said, okay, we're gonna do 2 solo albums. So I have a studio in my house. Carol didn't have a studio in the house at the time, so she would go to different places. She was working with various producers, whoever she wanted to, and I was working with whoever I wanted to. And I just so happened to get my album done faster than she did, and I was trying to wait for her, you know, because Carol is if anybody knows Special One, she loved to party. She would be out all night instead of being in the studio where she's supposed to be at. So we'll have delays with her, okay? And sometimes that would affect us getting stuff done. And as we started getting older and, you know, having more money and stuff, she just was like, it would be like, you know, not as important, you know. And to me, I'm like, look, I'm already on the 3rd song. So you better hurry up because then I'm going to wait for you for a minute, you know, because we're best friends. You know, we would butt heads sometimes. But we always make up like, and we wouldn't even apologize. We would just be like, what you doing? What time you going to be at the such and such? You know, like we would just, we wouldn't even say sorry to each other. We would just start talking again, you know, like sisters. It was so funny. But, yeah, so I went ahead and put mine out, you know, and unfortunately she didn't get to finish hers. I know she had done some work with a couple of people, and I was able to get some of the vocals behind it, but it was kind of unusable for various reasons. And so, yeah, that's where that went. But I'm real proud of it, and I was real ambitious to get that album done. And I got some knockers on there, some bangers, and everything else you could think of on there. So it's definitely check it out.
Tell them the name of the album and where they can get it. They can get it anywhere, I'm sure, Apple. But tell them the name
it's available
of the album.
everywhere. I did a deal with Sony Red, so this one was all owned by me, which was, you know, made me feel real good that I was able to put my own thing out. And I went over to Sony Red. They gave me a distribution deal. I mean, this thing was available everywhere. It was on Overstock.com. It was just, I was like, Overstock.com. But anyway, it's called The Jane of All Trades by me, CMG. And, yeah, so, you know, that's a slapping album. And I was just talking to Keith Murray not too long ago about doing a video for the song that we have, but I don't know if that's going to actually come to fruition, but I really like the song that we have. It's called All I Ever Wanted, and it's about hip-hop. All I ever wanted was to do hip-hop and without all of the madness around labels and stuff like that. That's kind of what the song is about. So, but, yeah, check it out, and let me know what you think. Conscious Daughters on all platforms of social media. CONSCIOUS, because people spell conscious wrong, and they be like, I can't find you. Conscious.
So they got some smartphones. That's why they have the smartphones. That's why they got smartphones.
There you go. Use that autocorrect.
You got to be that smart. Right. Hey, but let me go to the phone lines quick.
Right.
We got the 707 tapping in. VA. Caller, hello.
Hi.
G-Lew. What's good?
Yay.
What's
cracking?
What up, homie? This big roadblock, nigga.
Roadblock. What up, cousin?
What's cracking, homie?
Hey, it's all good, loved one. How you doing?
I'm chilling. I just got out of the gym, homie. I was checking out the post, you know what I'm saying, with you having the Conscious Sisters on there, bro. I was like, man, let me see what they doing, because I remember when they were doing it back in the day. Yeah, what's good, sister?
Well, it's all good. Thank you for calling in. You know,
yeah.
We're sitting here reminiscing right now, telling old tales, old gangster tales.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, homie, I'm gonna check that out. You said Jane of All Trades, right?
Yeah, Jane. Yep. Jane of All Trades. Yeah.
I'm gonna get the homies up here. It's a lot of us up here, homie. Hey, G-Lew, I just ran into some homies from Watts. You know what I'm saying? From Grape Street up here. The homie Lee and another little homie, they work out with me at the gym. So, you know, I'm kicking it with some other homies from LA and Dago up here. We chilling up here in Humboldt, man. It's nice up here, yeah. it's kind of cool right now, but you know what I'm saying? I gotta come that way. I gotta come back to the state so we can get out.
That's right.
But yeah, to the sister, man, hey, keep doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
One love, I appreciate you.
Doing what you're doing. Keep doing that shit. I'm gonna check it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pump it up here. I got a small circle up here of poets. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna let them pump it and put it on their little blogs or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show some love.
I appreciate you. One love.
G-Lew.
Thanks, Roadblock. Much love,
homie.
big homie.
I got you.
I got you, Block. I got you, Block.
Come on, man. I need to. I got some anger I need to put on. I need to release it.
I got you,
You know
bro.
what I'm saying? It's time. Yeah.
I got you.
Hey, to all the other homies on the show, Flossie and everybody on the show, what's happening, homie? Y'all keep doing y'all thing, man. This is the ex-co-host, Big Roadblock. You know what I'm saying? Hey, homie, y'all keep doing y'all thing, man. I got to get in here and feed the family. You know what I'm saying? The baby due in September, homie.
All right.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
all right, Black love you,
so, you know what I'm saying? Baby Roadblock. Yeah, I love you, cuz. I'm going to keep pumping y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep doing y'all thing, homie. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Ain't nothing but love.
That part. Much love, Block. Thank you.
Okay.
Peace.
All right. Howdy.
Shout out to Roadblock, man. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Snow out there tuning in with us as well. But everybody listening, we appreciate the love. We got the legendary CMG up in here. CMG, tell us what's coming up in the future for CMG. What can we look forward to?
Well, yeah, I'm all about TV right now. I'm face first focused and praying that I get my TV shows picked up soon. And I'm working on some Netflix stuff, and I'm just hoping I'll be able to share something, within the next 6 months. Some good news of when some of my stuff will be airing, and then but yeah, I'm really, I know I want to do another album, and it's something that I want to do. I haven't started, but I'm planning on doing that. So please follow me on social media, Conscious Daughters on Instagram, and at Twitter, The Daughters, or you can just Conscious Daughters will come right up. And I'll keep everybody posted on that music thing. But really, I want to do some throwback shows this summer. So, I'm trying to get with K-Day down there in L.A. to get put on some of the throwbacks they got coming up.
Yep.
Yeah, so, and then, out here, we have a few, but, I'm really looking forward to going down south and doing some of these lowrider shows and stuff this summer.
Right. That's what's up. Conscious Daughters, CMG. Also, I want to ask you, do you think maybe in the future you will put out a book, autobiography, or documentary, or anything about the Conscious Daughters or your life?
Well, that's interesting because it's a lot that I didn't share about my life. That's amazing. But yeah, that is really, really, really something that I want to do. So the answer to that is yes, and can't wait for sure.
Okay.
Yep.
There we go. CMG. Once
All
again,
right.
follow her at Conscious Daughters, Instagram, Twitter, same plug, Facebook, just whatever. Just punch in Conscious Daughters.
Yeah.
Go check out her solo album, the Jane of all trades.
The Jane, see? Woo.
Yeah. Jane of all trades.
Yeah.
Check that
Much
out
love.
and everything.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, CMG. We really appreciate you joining us tonight. This is a legendary episode, classic. It'll go down in history. So we want to thank you again for joining us. We really appreciate it.
I appreciate you. I'm going to come back when I got some new news for you.
Please do that. Please do.
All right. 100. Take care.
Much love to you, sister. Hey, it's CMG up in here live on Westside Wednesdays. With that being said, let me do this right here. Let me go back to this one more time.
I'm just riding, guys. Let's take a little trip. CMG and K, and we fit to make a grip coming straight from out the O, so you know that we got the funky track that's fat. But anyway, it's my turn, so let me introduce special one first up from the gangster crew, known as CCD, with the title and the rep. It's quite apparent, serving funky shit to keep your motherfuckers staring. Pump it up, max shit for your ears, kicking loud and clear, making hoes disappear, hitting donuts in a tray sideways. To the next like triple gold things, and my shit's tight. 5 deep, mobbing through in the town. Deuce tone gangster flake with the top down. Damn, the shit's hitting hard in the truck. Got me 3-wheel switching on them bitches on the next block. Headed straight to the top. And as long as my fields pay the bills, I'ma never stop kicking that shit you love. Pass the dank and a drink for the bitch to buzz. It's a ghetto thing, so I bring the ghetto slang. Hooking niggas like the cane when I do my thing. 5 real G's mobbing on a mission. Check it, it's the funky expedition that we call a little something to ride to. Daughter on attack with the neck to keep your speakers blowing, riding with a gap in my lap and one finger on a zap. Looking for some niggas in a Cadillac. Yeah, we on point, rolling in a point. Special one is CMG, blazing up a joint, keeping a steady pace in the car race, siding on a strip with a grip and an ace in my glove case. Never leaving a trace, believing the 5-0's blind, cause I'm fucking conscious of these tricks of mine. Rolling lit with the tent shed shallow, and I'll be back around the block for niggas to jock tomorrow. From East Oak to the beach town, looking for a freak now, with hella scratch to get at. Check it, CMG on a mission to get with some niggas to ride on the funky expedition.
Hey, Westside Wednesday, the G-Lew Show, the classic funky expedition, something to ride to. It's the G-Lew Show, man, where we do it at every Wednesday night, 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific, 10 to 12 Eastern. I want everybody once again to go tomorrow to 93.tweet FM Ism on Blog Talk Radio. We will have the legendary Von Mason. Bounce Rock Skate, we're going to click clack tomorrow, live from World on Wheels now. But live from Club Tweed Cadillac, 93.tweet FM Ism tomorrow night. It goes down 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific. Meet me there. Don't beat me there. Please don't beat me. But before I continue, shout out to the homie Snow out there. Shout out to BTP Music Group. Once again, I want to shout out to BTP Media Group. Man, my sponsor for tonight. We got a lot of great shows coming up. We got a lot of great legendary Bay artists coming up the rest of this month and the beginning of next month. We got a lot of classic stuff for you. Even next Friday, my sponsor BTP again hooked up. We got we doing Flashback Friday next Friday, right? We got the legendary Mixmaster Ice, man, coming through UTFO. You know, so join us next Friday. You don't want to miss it, I'll tell you that. We got some legendary shit coming up. Shout out to BTP once again, the homie Jeff making it happen, right? Shout out to 93.tweet FM Ism again, Black Box Productions. Before I continue, let me go to the phone line. I got my homie Hanks the Gangster out here in the cut with me. He got some new shit because he got that PCH album coming, that Pimpin', Crippin' and Hustlin'. You know what I mean? OG Crippolini. You already heard a couple tracks. You heard Jesus is Real. You heard Inspirational. You heard ALBC. Something About the Way with me on there. You know, but Hank got some more shit. Hank got some shit coming, Hank. When is this album coming out? If people want to know, Hank.
Man.
And people been getting at me about the Jesus is Real, some of your singles, they want to purchase them. So tell us when this shit is coming, Hank. The people waiting on it, bro. Hank to the Gangster. We lost Hank. G Hank. Damn. I don't know what happened to the humble. But PCH album coming soon from Hank to the Gangster. It's the G-Lew Show. Conscious Daughters was our guest. So if you miss anything, I want to tell you too, if you miss anything, you can go back. Blog Talk Radio will have it up in a few minutes. Go to our YouTube page though as well. I want everybody to go to the YouTube page, the G-Lew Show on YouTube, man. We got that popping off, man. All the episodes, all the classic episodes, they're all on there. So go to the G-Lew page on YouTube and get a dose of all that. This episode will be there as well. You dig? And make sure you tune in tomorrow night to 93.2 Eat FMism, bro. Going down. Westside Wednesdays, where we do it at. And it's done.
On a Saturday night, the mob is rolling deep, hitting switches and shit is alright. Me and my homie Chef T-Cat, especially when we do it in the summer in O-Town. It's strictly fun, check the episode and the flow as I run it down to you. Ask you how it sound to you. See, I grew a little in 92, and now it's 93 and see it's doper than most. Getting paid while them other hoes fade, cause they can't come close. I want some new and proof, gotta get mine type shit. When the rhyme hit, you're not to fuck with. The C before the MG, never friendly, cause I never see the value when you getting close to me, and that's real, G. So check out the realism in words written, the kitten you never hit and still shocking shit, and giving y'all a little more of that funky good ghetto sound. So don't sleep when I creep shit, I'm rolling deep. We rolling deeper, yeah, we rolling deeper. You know we rolling deeper than most, nigga. We rolling deeper, so bump it in your speakers and let the daughter speak you the most. Yeah, we rolling deeper, the 40s in the freezer. We fucking with the reaper the most. Hit that. We rolling deeper, so bump it in your Jeeper because we rolling deeper than most. Now it's time for the special one to do work, cause niggas say I'm doing work, or better yet they say that I'm doing dirt. With federal shit, I'm a factor from Motown. So check the episode cause I be raw when I throw down. Oh now, I see so many rappers is running up. So many devils wanna get a taste of that Scarface cut, but they ain't fucking with the women on the roster, cause we got you now, who's hot and who's not. We getting straight props, back it up, I'm coming through the knuckle dirty, slap happy bitch, killer player from the O. It's letting niggas know, DCD in full effect is not to be fucked with. Never know, not even a little, cause the style is dope. So next time you see me coming into your town, a simple what up, K, peace out in the shake or a pound, and then raise up, cause groupies they irritate, here today, but what can I say, I'm on the creep, we rolling deep, we rolling deeper, yeah, we rolling deeper, you know we rolling deeper than most. Yeah, we rolling deeper, so bump it in your speakers and let the daughter speak you the most. Come get free. We rolling deeper, the 40s in the freezer, we fucking with the reaper the most. We rolling deeper, so bump it in your Jeeper because we rolling deeper than most. Don't you get too close, ho, but get a taste of the max flow. The shit kicking, pistol whipping, young ass micro. CMG is funky when she grip on the mic seat, killing off them hookers and heifers and hoes softly. Funky little child, reign born supreme like a queen. Kubota backhanded bitch to hit the rap scene. Checking niggas like that, cause I do work too, and I'm doing dirt, so be alert when I'm coming through. Still macking and pimping and fucking around, stirring up shit when we hit with the conscious sound. So now you know it's the time when we hit the set, serving all your suckers so you never forget. We roll deep, we rolling deeper, yeah, we rolling deeper. You know we rolling deeper than most. We rolling deeper, so bump it in your speakers and let the daughter speak you the most. Yeah, we rolling deeper, the 40s in the freezer, we fucking with the reaper the most. Pass the blunt. We rolling deeper, so bump it in your Jeeper because we rolling deeper than most.
I did.
Westside Wednesday, G-Lew show. It's right here. New Hank to the Gangsta off that PCH album coming soon.
Fuck it.
I want the fucker funk the first time that I saw her. Her eyes so light, her ass so tight, head down to her shoulder. She looks so fine, she just my type. I had to get to know her. I walked right up and grabbed her hand, and then I pulled her her closer. Fucking.
So hey y'all, G Perico, my nigga Lou, what's happening though?
What's happening, cuz? The G-Lew Show, Westside Wednesdays. California Love Part 4. OG Music. And we live in this bitch.
Go right there.
Yeah, man, we roll on 14s on this one, man. Southwest to the West Coast. G-Lew, let's go, man.
Hit the light, nigga. Big rims, oh no, we hopping in the low-low. Flying through the city, man, smoking on a zigzag. Sometimes we like to ride and smoke. Sometimes we let them guns blow. Sometimes we like to chill, man. Sometimes we like to gang bang. But I ain't trippin', that's a day in the life. Yeah, we ain't trippin', that's a day in the life. The life.
Another day, another dollar, homie, holler if you hear me in that 6-4 Impala. Homie, follow when you see me down Crenshaw, Broadway, Sunset, Hollywood Boulevard. Soon as the sun sets, is this the one? Yup, homie, this that saga music. Albuquerque, California, homie, low rider music. Back in Atlanta, homie, don't confuse it. Shout out to the West End, Gresham Road, Glenwood, Groovin'. Shout out to Southside, College Park, Riverdale. Down by the airport with Red Dogs, give them hell. We bring them toys out, bro, it's like a show and tell. 16 switches on that third wheel in the air. Why the haters stare, homie, let the ass drag. Dipping down P Street, on my way to Bags Pad. No ducky with a Cali swag, game tight. It's just a day in the life.
Big rims, oh no, we dipping in the low. Riding through the city, man, smoking on a zigzag. Sometimes we like to ride and smoke. Sometimes we let the guns blow. Sometimes we like to chill, man. Sometimes we like to gang bang. But I ain't trippin', that's a day in the life. Nah, we ain't trippin', that's a day in the life. The life. Dipping in the low, straight plate doing promos. And we got them riders that's competing with the cholos. If you ain't got no datings, then you never read a Orleans bro. Yeah, it's that serious. And switches while you hearing this. 3-wheel motion, how I'm riding on the track. Old school Eldorado, 5th wheel in the back. Cruising up and down Central till I bust it right on Broadway. Ride that bitch to Gibson, yeah, I'm talking about the long way. Stop at Church's Chicken, cuz I'm in the sticks, homie. My low make these bitches wanna put their ass on me. But I ain't even with it, got 501s on me. I'm headed downtown, yep, everything on me. Got my white walls buffed out 2 inches. Profession now when it comes to hitting switches. Pull out your old school lighter zag when you hear this. Low rider music. Big rims, oh no, we dipping in the low. Riding through the city, man, smoking on a zigzag. Sometimes we like to ride and smoke. Sometimes we let the guns blow. Sometimes we like to chill, man. Sometimes we like to gang bang. But I ain't trippin', that's a day in the life. Nah, we ain't trippin', that's a day in the life. The life.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah. Hey, you just gonna smooth it out on this one, homie. Should have been dreaming about this party I'm having tonight. What's up? I know you coming through. Nothing but California love, baby. Hey, what up with it, man? It's your big homie G-Lew. You're listening to the California Love mixtape. A little something I put together for the West Coast, West Side. Dedication. Dig what I'm saying? And since I call this thing the California Love Mixtape, you know, I thought I'd let y'all know why I do that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, big roadblock. Getting down with the homies. Yeah, representing the homies from Brick City. Putting it down, you know what I'm saying? West Coast style, WDSP. For sure.
Damn. The bigger the cap, the bigger the pyramid. Got to know steady mob. It's not just the name of this jam, but a way of life. Bound together by motherfuckers that's known to break them off, son.
Yeah. First off, let me set it off intro. Do it for the West, East, Low, South, Central. Do it for my OGs, LA to the OC. Gotta show love to my Brick City homies. Do it for Manito, gotta let the streets know. Coming up La Brea, turned off Pico. Fast up Lucy's, turned into Roscoe. Had to get the wings with the bomb-ass waffles. Got my grub on, and then I skated out. Headed up Orange, made a stop at my auntie house. All hugs, show my family some love. Rest in peace to my auntie, she in heaven up above. Jump back in my low rider. Listening to quick, switched up to the east siders. Cause I ain't nothing but a gangster. Gotta show love for my coast, on my California angel. G-Lew, yeah, I represent the people for William Me Projects down to Aliso. That's the real homie, East Coast, 1st Street, neighborhood, E-Flash, Temple Street, TMC. That's the east side, you know the 110. Pueblos, Avalons, to the Nickerson, to the Grape Street, to the PJs. Before the Grey Goose, we had the E&J. At the Chante, smoking on the Lineo. Southern California, homie, call them Seleno. It wouldn't be LA without Mexicans. Black love, brown pride, and the sex again. Word of Tupac,
you can rest on me. Cali love, you the king of the West on me. No stress on me, we smoke the best only. Get it from Spokane, Northwest on me. C-Town, Sacktown, down to San Fran. Merced, Bakersfield, East Oak Glen. Gardena, Altadena, down to South Pass. I don't have but bricks, that's where the model's at. In the G-Ride, coming down, hollering back. Crashing the cops on my ass, tell them holler back. I'm gone, let me end it like this. Showing California love with an OG twist. What up? The whole Brick City, the whole OMG fam.
Seen any gang members around? Me? I ain't seen any gang members. You seen any gang members?
West Coast, William Meade Project. Yeah, that's the California love, baby.
While we out here on the plane and talking, getting it in with the final pump, got that beat.
About Ontario.
The bigger the cap, the bigger the pyramid. Got to know steady mama. It's not just the name of this jam, but a way of life. Bound together by motherfuckers that's known to break them off. Son, give it to me.
How y'all feel out there? Yeah! It's a whole lot of pretty motherfucking ladies in the crowd tonight. You wanna go home?
That's it. Balance and options. It's about life, y'all. And the message is in the music. I hope you get it.
Now check this out. Now check this out. Check this out. Check this out.
Yo, it's Freeway Booby, Guardian of California, shout out to G-Lew Show, man. Y'all tune in, don't miss a beat. Go on. Straight like that, fly.
This is an OG call. I'm keeping it. OG.
It's G-Lew. California Love Part 4. OG Music with the BBC. It ain't nothing but a G thing, baby.
It's a G thing, it's a G thing, it's a G thing, baby. It's a G thing, it's a G thing, it's a G thing, baby. I just wanna vibe tonight while the feeling's right. I just wanna vibe. Well, alright.
baby, like Big Snoop in a big body SC Benz is G-Lew. California love, the plug we brought two. Hit 'em with the third, the fourth one is a Jew. Salute to the number one G. With 20 years deep in the game, that's on me. Certified nigga that pull triggers and squeeze. 6-shot revolver, 38 degrees. At ease. You are now rocking with the best of the West Coast G's. Started with the Ice T's and the Ice Cubes. R.I.P. the Spade and the homie C-Tunes. This is how we groove on the west side, nigga. From LBC back to the Crest side, nigga. Shout out to the baby, we live and die in L.A. From San Gabriel Valley all the way to the trade. Normandy, Western, Florence, La Brea, Huntington, all the way to Pico, Rivera. I'm from the era of the real ones. When niggas really did what they failed, wouldn't hesitate to kill some. Still bumping them oldies. Coming down Crenshaw, straight through the foldies. Made a left on Denker. Swooped on my homie Big Roadblock, headed back to Central. Listening to instrumentals, trying to get the head right, homie, for the mental. Change up the tempo and just cruise. You can either play the game to win or just keep on losing. I'm improving the shit. Coming from the city where they moving the bricks. I hope that don't go over your head, but if it do, homie, hope you heard what I said. Living on the edge, still stuck in the feds. And all them hater niggas still wanting me dead. Red light, stop sign, pump your brakes. From now on, nigga, call me G-Lew the Great. Make no mistakes, I'm the motherfucking one. OMG, that's how the West Side won. California love, part 4, this the fourth ring. 2 B's with a C, it ain't nothing but a G thing. California Love Part 4, the fourth installment of the California Love edition, brought to you by G-Lew and OG Music, you dig, assisted by Miss BBC. We about to take a ride, y'all, all the way through the coast. From Crenshaw Boulevard all the way to Whittier, baby. We bringing out the lowriders tonight, broadcasting live from the G-Lew Show. OG Sundays, Westside Wednesdays, OG Radio on Blog Talk Radio. You dig? That part. California Love Part 4, baby, let's roll. Yeah. It ain't nothing but a G thing, baby. This is the OG call. Westside Wednesday. Cause you fucking with me or what? I'm just fucking with some G-Lew for a minute, man. I don't mean to take over the show and all that, man, but I got some shit that y'all ain't heard. Y'all might need to hear though, man. You know what I mean? It's Westside Wednesdays, the G-Lew Show. Go show support to those California Love. We got all of them online right now, 1 through 4. Go get a taste. The California Love Volume 1 through 4 classics. So go check that out on all digital platforms, iTunes, YouTube, whatever. Show support, show some love, man. But let's get high right now. We in the after hours of Westside Wednesday.
Boy, no, what up? Boy, Lord have mercy. Sometimes I smoke and I feel overjoyed. Sometimes I smoke and I feel paranoid. Sometimes I smoke and I not even feel a thing. Sometimes I smoke and feel I'm going insane. Lord, you got the ganja, boy. She got the endo, boy. He got the sensor, boy. Sweet as a mina, boy. It makes you say, It makes you say,
smoking with me? Shout out to the Reverend Ali. I know he walking them dogs, man. And shout out to the Most High who makes it all happen. We got to do that. We got to do that before we do anything else. Before you go to bed tonight, make sure you say a prayer and give it up to the Most Almighty, because He makes it happen. And when you wake up in the morning, say a prayer again for waking up. Because there's a lot of people that didn't make it, even though we're going through stress, heartache, depression, financial issues, heartbreak, things may not be going the best they could be. Just always know it's somebody doing worse. It's always somebody worse. You can always get in your car or walk down the street and see somebody on the corner who ain't got nothing. You know what I mean? You can see somebody who just lost their life last night or lost a loved one or just all the way bad. So just think about that. That goes for me too. You know what I mean? I'm up here doing what I do, but I go through my own shit and issues, and I ain't the best right now, but I know it's always a brighter day. Tomorrow I'm gonna wake up to a new day with a new chance to make it better. So that's all I can do. I thank God, the Almighty Most High, for making all that happen. I thank all of you for making this show happen, man. We 5, 6, 7 years deep, and we're gonna keep on blowing and keep on going, man. We got legendary guests coming up in the next few weeks. Keep tuning in with me. We got the Friday show, relationships and all that. That's Friday. But next Friday, we're going to have Mixmaster Ice, UTFO, Flashback Fridays, a special edition. Make sure you tune into that. We got a lot of stuff coming up, man. I'm thankful for all of it, man. I'm going to just keep doing what I do. And, this show right here gives me life, man. So I thank you all, man, who've been rocking with me all this time. Let me go to the phone line. We got somebody with me in the after hours. Hello.
G-Lew, what's going on with you, man? Rev checking in.
Rev Ali.
Yeah, man, I'm checking in with you, man. I've been listening the whole show. I just been working real hard. I got to take care of these pets, man. There's a lot of noise in the background and stuff. So right. I had to press the one. I said, I'm glad you was in the after hours because now I could get on the show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We still here, Ali. Thank you, man, for being here the whole show and just all the support you always show me. And you here, man, all the time, man. I appreciate you, Ali. I just want to tell you that if I never have, bro. I appreciate you, man.
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah, man, I know you in the spirit, brother. That's why I'm here, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Once you know somebody in the spirit, man, you ain't got to go nowhere to support them, man, because wherever they at, you at.
That part. Ali, man, always got some great words to say, man, and encouraging and motivational and inspirational and just good energy, man, you always bring to the show, man. So it's always a pleasure, Ali.
Oh, yeah, man, I appreciate you, man, and all the great hits you play. Like the Conscious Daughters, man. Me and Scotty D used to promote them, too. We was a street promotion for Conscious Daughters, too, back in the days.
Yeah, I'm knowing,
sir.
Ali. Yeah, y'all go back
to
it, man. Shout out to the Conscious Daughters. Yeah,
yes,
man.
Sir.
I'm glad we had it. And we got some more, Bear. We're going to have some people I'm pretty sure you're familiar with coming up in the next few weeks. It's all about the Bay. We're going to do it for the Bay. So it's going to be a lot of artists I'm sure you know or work with or ran into a time or two coming up on these next few weeks, Ali.
Oh, yeah, man. You know, I love them all, man. That's why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? All the rappers before me opened the door before me. I don't care if they was a one-hit wonder, if they was whack, if they was hot. Any rapper that put out an album or record before me, they opened the door for me, man.
That part. That's right. And we pay respect. That's why we have this show and this platform, Ali, because I'm going to pay respect to all of them, man. I appreciate just this platform, man. I'm able to, speak to people like CMG, Concious Daughters, and RBL, all these legends, man. And I thank the Most High again, man, for just, letting me do what I do and having people like you right here with me, man. It's man, it don't get no better than that, man.
Oh, yeah, man. It's all in divine order, man. That's why we here, man. The Most High already had it planned before we came out the womb, G-Lew.
That part. Yes, sir. Well, thank you, Ali. And we got something coming. Me and Ali got something coming. We waiting to get the finishing touches. And we got something coming, too, man. Be on the lookout for that. Ali got his project coming out. And I'm just thankful to be a part of it, man.
Oh, yeah, man. You know how we do it, man. I'm real quiet on mine. You won't hear mine unless you hear me on terrestrial radio. Then you'll be like, oh, yeah, I heard you on the radio, not on iTunes. Thank you, brother.
That's right. Shout out to the Rev Ali, man. Always good. Always a pleasure, Ali. Thank you again, bro.
Oh, yeah. Much love to you, G. Little respect, man, all day long, man.
All day long, man. All the time. Much love, bro. It's Westside Wednesdays at G-Lew Show where we do it at. Let's take a ride. Hello. Okay. G-Lew. OMG. California Love Part 3. Still rolling, still holding. Shout out to God, though. Yeah. California Love Part 3. Look at me, OG, still here after everyone left. No stress though, cause every day I still feel blessed, and I'm still gon' rep my set. California Love Part 3. Look at me, OG, still here after everyone left. No stress though, cause every day I still feel blessed, and I'm still gon' rep that West. Coming straight up out the east side, city full of bricks, white fence, 18s where the G's ride. I ain't never seen no peace signs, all I seen was homies throwing up gang signs, so I bang mine. At the same time, I was coming up in the city full of sharps, where you gotta be sharp, gotta think smart, and you better have heart if you wanna last another day, living where the killers play. California love, but it ain't no love here, homie, this the killing field, better have your gun near, or get shot up in the process, homie, this is not a game, everybody gotta play their part, yes. You know the object, get in, get out. But when you join the gang shit, ain't no other way out. So you better stay out my way before they find your name on the wall. Homie crossed out with a K. California Love Part 3, look at me, OG, still here after everyone left. No stress though, cause every day I still feel blessed, and I'm still gon' rep my set. Still gon' rep my set. Now let me bring it back up to date. Fast forward all that gang shit, homie, now the living in the A. Started my own label back in 2008. So OMG's now the squad that I play for. Try to bring the team, but the homies wasn't playing fair. Instead of dreams, shit turned into nightmares. I got ambitions as a rider, Tupac. Same homies riding for the same was a flip-flop. But I ain't tripping, no, I still love this hip-hop. Still get paid every time that my shit drops. Graduated from the open mics and talent shows. Now we sell worldwide from Cali to Tokyo. I got a chosen flow, I spit real shit. I don't speak swag, homie, I just kill shit. I got a meal ticket, I'm trying to cash out, but these women still walking with their ass out. And these dudes running around, they know better. Got tight jeans and dresses on the cashmere sweaters. Will it get better before the shit gets worse? I don't know, man, it's just like the gift and the curse. But what comes first, the love or the hate? The homies still real, or the ones who turn fake? From
2008, shit to 2015. I done seen a whole lot of shit change, know what I mean? California Love Part 3, look at me, OG, still here after everyone left. No stress though, cause every day I still feel blessed, and I'm still gon' rep my set. California Love Part 3, look at me, OG, still here after everyone left. No stress though, cause every day I still feel blessed, and I'm still gon' rep that West. All day, G-Lew, every day. It's the G-Lew Show. G-Lew. It's the G-Lew Show. G-Lew. Westside Wednesdays. West Coast Hip Hop. 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific. Hey. Now just kick off your shoes and relax your feet. You're now rocking to the sounds of the G-Lew Lee. In the game like EA, do this shit the G-Way. Do it for the black, brown rules to the keyways. From the west side to East LA, Crenshaw to Huntington, Whittier to East Lake. We play the music OGs low ride to. When it's done the bank, same thing they drive by to. Every Wednesday night, 7 to 9 on the G-Lew Show. That's where the west side rides. So kick cat, kick back, fire up the still, cause we about to take flight on this OG shit. So call 803-4001, but don't forget to put the 914 at the front. The impression number 1 to holler at G-Lew. I think I got you queued in. Hey caller, is that you? Caller, is that you? Westside Wednesdays. LogTalkRadio.com/the G-Lew Show. 914-803-4001. West Coast Hip Hop at its finest, homie. California. The G-Lew Show. Hey, we just gon' ride, homie. We just gon' ride. Hit that switch though. Original Music Group Productions. Blog Talk Radio in association with the G-Lew Show. Westside Wednesday.